And
You know what it might be?
restream it.
1 second. I think I might know what it is.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
We just
It might be a little bit better. Oh, you're going right into it.
We're going into it. Again, Cassandra versus Voldo, always the matchup we know is to be guaranteed.
Also, every person who typed in the chat, I said hello individually.
Yes.
Hi, everybody. Alright. So getting, like, right into it, I actually feel like Rich is, like, fundamentally, like, really solid, right? Like, he kind of has, like, a pretty strong understanding of, like, what it means to poke with just about any character, as long as he knows what the poke moves are.
A concept of spacing, a concept of timing that can be universal.
Yeah. And just give me 1, 2.
And we're dealing with Voldo versus Cassandra at the moment. Again, I was saying before that I would imagine on paper this means, okay, well, Rich found out where his low was, like, almost immediately, which means that he has a mix-up game where Incendiate maybe doesn't, and I'm curious to see if he ends up using... I'm assuming Rich isn't really going to be using Mantis all that much. He's just going to be using, yeah, that low and, like, 2-2A, and just the good pokes and spacing that Voldo can put out.
2-2-A can take you really far with this character.
Yeah.
From having like played him the short stint that I did, a lot of my wins really came just from the fact that this is like a safe horizontal mid that counter hits for that much life.
And pushes back and tech crouches and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, it's got a lot of good things going for it. But on the topic of having a lot of good things going for it, 2-2-KK seems to be...
And that's going to be the round, I think, because that's deep yellow life.
Yup.
Was that the I-12 version?
Oh, dead. Definitely
Yeah, he's dead. Yeah, he's dead.
And yeah, it's the I-12 version.
Okay. I couldn't remember if he was backed or not. Yeah, it always kind of surprises me. I just always imagine that the Cassandra is going to be the one who has... Oh, Anton is indicating that, no, that was the I-20 version. He just did a CE that was I-20 in front of his face. Well, alright then.
Well, in that case then, now that I think about it, the I-20 version is the one with stronger evasive properties. So.
Oh, is that right? I didn't know that actually changed. Oh, okay.
Yeah, the I-20 version, he backsways, like, really, really far.
That's a reverse... Oh, I'm pretty sure that was a reverse ring out if you knew how to play the character. No, you can crouch grab that, Jordan. You don't have to just deal with, like, a 2A.
Jordan has to remember the crouch grabs, that's the issue.
That exists. Well, I mean, he mains a character with a crouch grab, so presumably he has, like, that in his hands.
You should be thinking about it then, right?
Yeah, I would imagine so. You don't know the combo here. Yeah, don't pretend
then again,
you know what the combo
Jordan
is.
has said to me many times that he thinks, like, Voldo is the character he knows the least about and how to fight.
I mean, definitely a very complicated character, and definitely a very weird character, though I would imagine it would take somebody who actually plays said character to actually create... Okay, Rich is heavily leaning on the potential for that reverse ring out, but I don't think he actually knows how to do it. He's just kind of hoping that the Wall Rising Bee does it himself.
Oh, man.
Whew. A lot of very scrappy stuff. No, that's too far away!
Yep.
And does he know what to do?
He gets the lead.
Not really. You got a lot of work to do.
AA.
Okay, the Voldo takes the first match. It's so weird to me. I always imagine that Voldo is the one who will lose the first match, but I honestly feel like it's kind of back and forth overall.
I think Voldo has some, like, pretty powerful,
wait,
like, poke.
What,
Wait, no,
okay,
yeah, not a first to two.
There we go. Whoop, now we're going back to the select screen. Come on, guys, you can do it. I believe in you.
Start, yep, that's the button.
Same day is indicating to the person who was asking about the format. Yeah, both players are going throughout the roster. They have to win one game.
There you go.
Yeah,
yep.
They have to win one game with every single character, and they're going in order on the character select screen, so that way it's a little bit better organized. And just so you guys know, this is on one of our traditional Parsec servers, the same kind of Parsec service that Sabin Deus uses for NLBC. If you guys like this kind of content, please consider donating. That way we're not operating at a loss. Is Inferno in? No.
You know, I'll say one thing, by the way. It's something I was just thinking about. Ivy jail is probably a lot worse when your opponent is an Ivy man. Because Ivy, when you don't know what to do, I think kills herself harder than anybody else.
Oh, sure. I understand what you mean, yeah. Where the idea is that, like, not only do you not know what's going on, but your opponent knows exactly how to beat what you're trying to do. Which is run away.
Yeah, right, because, like, Ivy has, like, a lot of strings that Ivy players just don't use anymore because those strings are, like, suicide. But, like, people who pick up the character, it's really easy to just want to press, like, 6BA,
Yeah.
all the time.
6A, yeah. Now, it's important to note that we're not going to see... presumably Incendiate is not going to be in Ivy Jail really all that long at all. But Rich is on the other side of the character select screen, so we're not going to see that kind of a stoppage in his momentum until way late into it. Twice a Day with the $12 donation, that completely pays for the stream. Thanks very much, Twice a Day. I appreciate it.
Hey, thanks, Twice. I love you.
Does Rich play characters other than Maxi at all? At all, yes. But... not as, in my experience, not as much as Incendiate. But, I mean, he's clearly doing well. Okay, so we have a sidestep into a CE. That's going to tie up the rounds.
Bonk, 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 bonk.
Rich with the meter advantage. Curious to see if he's going to be able to use it. Do you think it would be better... So, presuming he doesn't know Raphael, do you think it would be better to just try to use the Soul Charge that we all know is ridiculous, but you don't really know how to use it?
I think the Soul Charge, while it's ridiculous,
something that you actually need to know how to use.
I think you need to actually know how to use it.
Right.
Yeah.
So in that case,
like,
I guess the idea...
I always say that Rap is a dumbass character, but he's also a really hard dumbass character.
I would say then that you just try to use your meter advantage by backing up against a short-range character and doing exactly this. Essentially, okay, so yeah, he's using it as a maxi CE. As just like a whiff punish that goes a million miles. Do you know how to do... Nope, you can't do that anymore. It's a technical knockdown now. Okay, he decides to use the Soul Charge here. Okay. Well, yeah, that was a counter hit. You're not going to be able to... You're not going to be able to just, like, do stuff on block into more stuff against Raphael. One of the few characters that Raphael does not outpace in terms of speed. Both characters have an I-10. We're just essentially going through a series of minor pokes and grabs, which I definitely think is the way to go. As long as Rich has the ability of knowing where his low is, I think he'll be okay.
Samurai is
Alright,
in
Discord
the house.
just like acted really weird.
Nope.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
And I believe that's Kura. I apologize if it's not, but it's a handful of Korean characters. Thanks very much for the host. I appreciate it. For everybody who's just getting here, we're seeing Incendiate versus Rich going through an Iron Man competition, and Rich is pulling out in the lead so far. A small bit of Cassandra jail might be the first time we've ever seen that.
Yeah, well.
And I would imagine...
Raphael wasn't that bad either.
No. It was very basic. And the thing is, I'd be willing to bet that Incendiate's going to lose this game too, because...
Rich is pretty good at basic when it comes to playstyle. He's
Yeah.
pretty good at it. Like that is kind of, I think, like the modus operandi of the Richsticks like game plan, right? Like it's to kind of contain everything to like low risk, as Rich would put it, risk mitigation.
Hey, okay. I thought you were doing like a quip on his name of Rich mitigation.
Oh, that would have been really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
There's one person who knows
Chat,
how to
would
like...
you have preferred that if that was actually like what happened?
Well, this is my chat,
Reality?
so if they don't say yes, they get banned. But yeah, I just like having in my Twitch chat. I just like having yes men. I just like having what can I say? But overall, when I played Cassandra in this matchup specifically, I find it very tough. I find it very difficult to try and get in against a Mina player. But obviously, this isn't a Mina player we're talking about. We're talking about somebody who might still continuously try to try and smack around and try and scrap in close.
This is Richsticks playing Mina.
Yeah.
Which is very different than a Mina player.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're not going to be able to... Okay. It doesn't actually know the combo on that, so I feel like maybe not so much with the with that kind of grab and just go for like a traditional combo. Unfortunately, I doubt he actually knows the traditional combo either. Wasn't expecting that to launch.
There's something I really love about like that, right? Like the Mina player is sidewalking, and the person's response to it is to press a vertical.
Yeah.
As they watch the Mina player continue to sidewalk and to beat them, but
because
like,
you just don't expect. You imagine that the sidestep is a choice that the opponent is making. That once they see that it's not doing anything, they're going to stop. But instead of, normally a decision like that is going to last maybe about a half of a second, right? But then the Mina player just continues to sidewalk for like another 5 seconds, and you think to yourself, what am I doing with my life? what are we here for? Oh no,
I
Do you
always
know-
found that characters with really bad tracking verticals are the players who play those characters tend to never react to sidesteps with verticals. Whereas like people like me who had a horizontal 2A plus B for most of the game,
You have a real tough time adapting to that situation.
yeah, we just would see someone sidestep and just go, okay, here's my safe mid vertical.
Right.
That also track your step. You know.
You could just play, or you could just have a main like me who has tracking verticals and good horizontals.
Yeah.
So that's always a possibility. Fantastic punish. I don't know so much. I was really rare to go on congratulating him for a solid duck punish, but it didn't end up working out. Didn't get a whole lot out of the Mina Soul Charge. We're just constantly doing wall risings.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah. He's trying to rely on the tracking of Mina's wall rising verticals. I definitely... Okay, well, there you go. Important to note, even though they look very similar, Mina's 3B is going to be punishable. The wall rising B is not. Okay, here we go.
Oh my god.
I mean, you might as well, right?
Yeah, I mean, this is the...
At this point, honestly, and I know he doesn't know the character, but if I was in Incendiate's position, I would think something like 236A might be the way to go, to try and beat the sidestep and try to beat, like, going into wall rising. Now the guard gauge is coming into play. Okay. Well, okay.
Okay.
Okay, so a lot of
Alright.
stuff happened. This is going to do a lot of damage. But you
These
have
are
to
doing
deal
a lot
with
of
2 Mina soul charges, which doesn't take a brain scientist to figure out how to utilize. The whiff 2A. Okay, well... Cassandra Jail. I was not expecting this.
I think it takes like 5 games before we really say that it's like... No, you know what? This is Cassandra Jail, right? This is
Yeah, this is
jail.
not prison.
Yeah, Cassandra Prison comes later.
I would say that, so he's gonna go to Huang. As far
Now,
as
this is a
I
character
know,
he actually plays.
well, he's played, but I don't know if he, like, plays. I don't know. I don't remember. But if that's the case, so he's relatively comfortable with this character. He's clearly going to be comfortable with Aswell. He's played the character in tournament, and it's Aswell. And then after that, you got Taki, and honestly, if Incendiate is not able to get out of Cassandra by Taki time, like Taki goes through, that is going to be... That is when I would officially consider it prison.
Yeah, that I would say that's going to be rough.
Yeah. And that would kind of blow my mind. Because again, we're not talking about a particularly complicated or odd character here. Oh boy. Oh no.
Oh, no.
This is Parsec, everybody. And I should mention... Okay, so he knows it's a 6BB. That's a fairly obvious hit. No, he tried to do the C. It's not working out. I should mention that this is the Iowa server, so Rich probably has a bit of an advantage with regards to a connection, but I know Incendiate has played on the Iowa server tons of times without any sort of issues, so I don't imagine the advantage is that heavy.
I think a lot more 2-2K could get Jordan out of Cassandra Prison.
Yeah, oh boy.
Oh man.
2-2KK is definitely a solid way to go. If all you're trying to do is just win one game, maybe... We're not even getting real combos here, but Huang's ability to control the mid-range and control the pace is pretty extreme right now.
It is pretty good. I definitely think that his like mid-range and long range is where he really shines.
Yeah.
As a character.
Well, especially with the fact, like, honestly, I don't think that his short range is really all the... And that's gonna do it. Boy, oh boy. Incendiate is drowning right now. He is having such a hard time. That is gonna kill, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he's dead.
And next is Aswell. I don't imagine this game is going to be any quicker, or going to be any slower. I imagine that we're just going to breeze through Aswell as well. Heyo.
Alright, so currently, you know, it's what we said, getting through the bottom half of the roster is, you know...
Yeah,
I
once you
think
get
the,
past
more
Voldo,
difficult side.
I think it can be kind of smooth sailing. Because you got Vesper, thanks very much for the raid. Because you've got, you know, you got your Minas and your Rafts, and Huang can be relatively strong as long as you don't go through karma issues. But yeah, I was not expecting to be this much of a hiccup right out of the gate.
I really wonder in this case. Okay, so I really like the idea of his Cassandra somehow beating his Aswell here.
Yeah,
but I wonder what like Jordan is figuring out about the character. It's like I know he knows Cass. It just seems like he doesn't know how to win with Cass.
Yeah, I feel like, I mean, you know, obviously it seems like we definitely don't have the combos, which means we're just going with pokes, and even though Cassandra's pokes are good, they're not exactly damaging. So I think the problem is that he's also having a hard time just figuring out when he can press. He's getting tracked by verticals at some points, he's taking bets in places that are just not working out, and like situations like this are happening, where it's like, as Cassandra, in order to keep up in the damage race, you're gonna have to press a lot of buttons. You're gonna have to be in control of the tempo for a good amount of time, and he just isn't at the moment.
No, he's not.
Beardy here has a very important thing. More while rising B, for sure.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. That move is majorly ridiculous. Let's do it. Can you do it? Oh man, dealing with Axe. Oh, he allowed the sidestep, not so much.
That round was looking better though.
Yeah, this is very heavily reminding me of Ivy Jail though, where it's just like you keep getting closer and closer, but it just never fully pans out. All right, looks like we're getting at least a little bit of meter stuff going on. Now what do you do? No, okay. All right, and that's that round.
Oh, there we go. Gets it.
Yeah, it takes out that Aswell Soul Charge. Pretty big deal. He still has to deal with like 3 more, which kind of stinks.
Play around that 2-2B. That's all. Play around it.
Yeah, I feel like dealing with also dealing with the AA, and man, I wonder what he's trying to do with that auto GI. I doubt that that's
nice.
actually the input he wants. BBA. Nice sidestep. No punish though. Oh, okay. But the problem is he doesn't know the combo, so he doesn't actually get anything out of it. There's the punish. It's not the optimal punish, but it is a punish.
Not gonna lie, crouch grabbing there was really funny.
Yeah.
Alright.
Crouch grabs, I just think, are really, really strong. Just overall in this game. God, he needs to get up. Oh, what is he trying to do? I'm trying to figure out...
maybe...
But, like, he gets it every single time, and I doubt it's ever what he wants. And I feel like just pressing the CE button shouldn't be that difficult.
Okay. 2A.
Bar for bar. Okay. Oh, no. The blue boy. Or the blue god. Oh, into 3B.
Yep.
So close, but not so much. Closer than we expected. So if he can't get past Taki with Cassandra, we are in a bad way. He's clearly having some issues getting 2-3-6s or something like that. I feel at that point you just have to sacrifice that you're not going to get the optimal thing that you want and just get something out of these crouches. Like, because the amount of damage that he's getting is basically nothing when all it takes is just pressing the B button and you can get something. Suboptimal or not.
Yeah, he needs to... What he really needs to do, in my opinion, is stop trying to optimize a character that he doesn't play, you know? And just basics, man. Hit him with 2-2K. Hit him with lots of 2-2K.
Yeah, he's not going to know that, but you know, that's kind of pseudo to be expected. Oh, no. Does he get the combo here? No, he doesn't know the combo. I actually have no idea if Rich has any understanding of what this character does other than A6.
I would imagine not.
Yeah. Yeah, if he can discover 236A, yeah, see, he's trying to do 236B like every crouch, and it's just not working out.
Alright. So now it just seems like they both don't know anything except, like, the AA and BB button and the 3B button.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
Overall, it seems like, for the most part, Rich is the one that's a little bit better when it comes to figuring things out on the fly, though. I don't know who's winning. I don't know who's winning right now.
I think that might have been
tied.
Jordan's.
Oh, okay, a 3A. Very awkward, very stilted pressure, quote-unquote, from both players so far.
Yep.
Looking for an A plus
Normal
B.
hit A plus B.
Yeah. There it is, there's the 1A.
Oh, yep, there we go.
Yeah, tit for tat. I'm surprised he didn't start doing it when Huang was on screen, because I did see a 1A in that situation at one point.
Yep, and a 4-4-A, just one after another.
Well, 4-4-A,
It was a 1A
yeah.
on hit into 4-4-A.
Yeah. And he's not able to duck that high either, huh?
Okay.
Oh well.
I really like the idea of running up for Oki and then getting 3B'd by Taki.
Yeah. A very vintage SE6 at launch situation.
Yeah.
Alright, so this is kind of going, so far, it's going as I kind of expected, where if Incendiate wasn't able to get through, for a second there I was thinking, like, is Rich literally gonna, like, 26-0 him as he's trying to, like, just win with Cassandra? Jeez.
Alright. While standing AA, that that moves minus 20 something on black.
There it is!
There we go, finally.
That's gonna give him the win that he's looking for, so... Incendiate is on the board. He has got some work to do. 5-1 so far. Definitely a gap we have seen before. Definitely a gap we've seen crossed before. So, I'm curious to see if he's going to be able to pull it off. The top end of the character select screen is typically some pretty good characters, but not really characters I know Incendiate for playing. Does he have a Siegfried?
I don't even... He can't do AGA, like, at all.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you can still have 3A4 to kind of do something similarly.
I don't know. I don't know if 3A4 and AGA exist in the same space at all.
They're horizontals.
Sure, but then you could just say that, like, my 2A is essentially AGA.
Ooh, yeah. Now this is a logic I can get into. Now GI into 3A4, not so much. Let me see. I'd love to see the idea of Incendiate use Dark Legacy. Does a 4-4K as a punish to an RE. Really trying to use the tech crouch on that 1B. I guess I can understand that.
On the 1B?
Or is it 1-1B? I don't know what the input is in this game.
Is it like the forward thrusting?
The tech crouching vertical that counter hits into the
6B,
wall hit.
6B.
Oh, it's 6B in this game.
Alright, so this is the hard part, is figuring out as a new Siegfried player what you're even supposed to do against mashing top.
Somebody who's mashing in your face, yeah. That's why I assumed he was going for the 6B for like the potential tech crouch. It's ambitious.
Okay, so he's getting hit by A6 after getting knocked down repeatedly.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, just do the not Siegfried main combo and just do cheap hold B. What the fuck?
Yeah, this is going to be a tough thing. If Incendiate is going to consistently try to optimize exactly what he's seen from players who main the character, I don't know, man. I don't see a lot of hope for your boy. Okay, here we go.
Oh!
He gets some stacks at least. It might
Man,
be a bit
Jordan's
late.
greatest opponent in this Iron Man is not
himself.
actually Richsticks,
Yeah.
it's his ego.
Okay, he gets Okay, he knows the combo here. What? I spoke too soon, and I apologize. Well, okay. So we've gone through Taki. I believe Geralt is next. Not exactly the most complicated character in the world.
Welcome to the stage of history.
Yeah, Geralt, Mitsu, Talim, Hao. I know Rich has played Hao. Can't really say I've seen him play Mitsu or Talim. I would imagine Mitsu isn't particularly difficult for someone like him. And Super can't imagine. I can't fathom a world in which Geralt is played on the screen for more than like 2 games. I don't think we've ever seen it. I think I should like go back at some point and just see the amount of games that are played per character in all these Iron Mans.
is that
Iron Men.
What's it called? Richsticks actively was gonna like secondary Geralt for a while.
Is that right? I don't know that.
Yeah, and like he spent a lot of time playing the character and practicing him. I'm not sure why he decided to stop, but he just did.
Probably just got, I mean, if I know that obviously, like a lot of us, he's playing a lot of online. Geralt is very much unfun online, and that can kind of put a damper on things. Because he's a very poke-based, timing-based character, and when your timing is delayed, the whole foundation of the character kind of gets torn asunder, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now that being said, this is Parsec, so it's going to be significantly less of a problem. Okay. There we go.
Okay.
This is what it's like when I play Siegfried. Yep. This definitely looks like me playing Siegfried right now.
Oh my
yes. The
God.
old Geralt 4A on block into 4-4B. Some solid stuff going on right now.
That was pretty
That
good.
was something. There it is. No, too late. Do you actually have the combo here? Okay, yeah. No, I appreciate it. It didn't work, but I appreciated it. Rich not getting the correct punish. 6BB still a little bit too slow. Nice block.
This I'm happy about, right? Because like he's not trying to do the super optimal stuff, but he's just doing the stuff he knows. And you know, if you fight if you played NLBC for the past like 2 years, you're probably gonna know how to fight Siegfried and how to play at least a very marginally acceptable Siegfried.
Yeah, you would think that if like you're losing to Siegfried over and over again, Siegfried player completely embarrasses you every single tournament you enter, you would figure out the matchup at some point. But that's not necessarily the case for everybody.
Not for everybody.
What's that?
Definitely not for you.
Alright, so we've got Geralt versus Sass now. And we're going to see how this works out. Zoslamo. That can't be that difficult, right? You know what 3AB is. You know what 3AK is.
Everybody knows what the 3A series
yeah,
of Zoslamo is.
6BB. You got a lot of good stuff. I would imagine this could be a potentially difficult matchup for Rich, because I would think that a way to beat a Zos who doesn't really know how to play Zos is to overwhelm them in their face, but Geralt's not really that kind of a character. Oh, do we have combos? Yeah. I like how that's only like a sort of combo for Zos. Okay. Okay, Incendiate. He gets the ring out. Oh, no, he doesn't! I could have sworn that was going to be a ring out.
What was that 2A on Wake Up?
Yeah. Both players not really sure what to do. Obviously, you don't really have to worry about the ring out in this situation because you're dead to a poke anyway.
Very true.
Trying to use Zos 3B like you would X 3B. They're a bit different. He's got a bar, though. Is he going to be a guy who tries to use the CE without any curses? Wow.
Ooh.
Tiny pokes everywhere.
I'm just waiting for this. I know that CE is going to come into play when
he's got a curse now, so it's going to be stronger. It's not necessarily just going to lose to like a mashed out high.
Yep. As soon as Rich entered like I could die to CE range,
he became significantly more reserved.
Yeah. As soon as he entered that, he's like trying to play around the CE.
Yeah. Just a 4-6B out of nowhere.
I kind of wish. It's us. Just if you need to kill someone who is at like poke death range, just do 1A. It's...
Oh, 1A, sure.
Yeah. It's a super fast horizontal love.
Meanwhile, I would say on Rich's standpoint, I think his Geralt would benefit a lot more from literally just 3A, 1K, 1A, and most importantly, grabs. I think a lot of people underestimate just how much of a quote-unquote mix-up there is from Geralt grabbing you, because he doesn't really have... Like, the lows are annoying, but they're not necessarily powerful, right? So there's no real way of getting somebody to duck outside of just abusing the ridiculously absurd grab range that Geralt has.
Yeah, it's all super fast pokes, and then threatening you with grabs for not, mashing.
Oh, I was gonna say, does Rich know how to punish somebody? That... Oh, wow, Shades of Killick. Catching with an RE. Alright, doesn't really get a whole lot of damage out of... Neither character gets like a whole bunch of damage out of the soul charges. Nice punish. Ooh, oh. He's trying so hard to get... Neither player are able to punish anything right now. Okay, so Rich ends up getting the Garo game he needs. There. Yeah. Incendiate's been ducking a lot. Like, a lot.
Both of these players, like, as a grab main myself, both of these players are disappointing me greatly.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. Especially when you have Geralt. Like, I don't know. I don't really necessarily put a lot of weight into Incendiate's or Zoslimel's
What was
grab
that
range.
that showed up on stream for just a moment?
Oh, that must have been the picture that Ein gave me, right? Was it Raphael and Amy?
Oh, okay. I don't know why, but for a second there, I thought it was a Dragon Ball character.
Well, I mean, you know, show's still going, right?
I guess.
They could bring in French people at some point. Worried about the Zoslimel tracking on the RE, but that got nerfed, so you don't have to worry about that as much. Nice duck.
I remember playing Ben with Visa's Drunk Zoslimel with my, like, day 10 Mitsurugi, and it looked a lot like this.
As time goes on, I'm curious to see if Rich is going to start doing the correct while rising punish in 6A plus B rather than while rising B.
Not gonna lie, man. I think that every character's, like, strongest tool is their grab, normally. Not necessarily strongest, but just, like, every character's, like, easiest way to say, fuck, I don't know how to pressure my opponent. Start grab, you know? If you ever feel like you're at a loss for what to do to make your opponent start, like, cracking under pressure, just grab them a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
And they're starting to do that. I'm very happy about it.
Well, so the thing is that I think Incendiate is assuming, is already on the second level of Yomi, where what he's trying to do is, wow, fantastic. That was really good, getting Rich's second round. But Incendiate is imagining that Rich is already trying to duck the grabs, but he isn't. That's why you're seeing so many of these 3Bs just get blocked and punished.
Yeah, no, very much so. Like, people will not duck your grabs until you start grabbing.
Yeah. It is very, 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 very definitely not going to be something that's just going to be a given outside of, like, Tira in Soul Charge or something like that.
I think, personally, it's because not enough people use their grabs generally. I think most people just try to do their big reward mids all the time. I, for one, want to start a world where everyone grabs all the time, and everyone's base instinct is to duck when someone runs up to them, so that way I can 3-beat them with Cervantes.
Very similar to, I don't remember what tournament it was, but a tournament, an online tournament in which we were both in the same chat, and we realized that our entire matchup was turning into which player was getting the most grabs, and I believe I said to you, wow, this is really what it's going to be, huh? And you were like, yeah, this is what it's going to be. And we were just, like, resigned to the fact that this is how this set would play out. Incendiate getting a little bit of pressure with his Os, but overall still feels pretty clunky. Oh boy, and that's gonna give Rich his Mitsu.
This apart from you.
Buy me an apartment.
Can't stand. You're done for.
Alright, 8-2. Again, we have seen a situation similar to this, where, you know, hopefully Incendiate's gonna be able to, you know, Rich is gonna have some sort of a hiccup. Where's his next potential hiccup? Potential hiccup in Talum. But
there's a potential hiccup in Talum. I think there's one in Haomaru.
He played Haomaru when the character first came out.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was trying to race him to S rank. I clearly won that.
Oh, how's the journey of getting everyone to S?
How is it?
Yeah.
It's on hold now for the Boom League, but I am now at 11.
Nice.
I just finished as well. It was the least enjoyable experience I've had so far.
Also one of the fastest, I think.
One of the fastest, also one of the least enjoyable. Because at no point did I actually feel like I was playing Soul Calibur. I was either, I had a weapon and my opponent couldn't guess right, in which case the game was played for me, or I didn't have a weapon, my opponent just did staggered pressure in my face and I couldn't play the game. So either way, I didn't feel like I was playing Soul Calibur. We're getting combos now. Okay, here we go. Somebody was listening to Ender's J. Well, I don't know so much about that.
I would have grabbed him.
Yeah, I think the thing is, Incendiate is trying to get a lot of these like timing-based pokes, and he just doesn't have Rich's timing. Just
How about
general.
timing-based grabs?
Are they really like timing-based, or are they just grabs?
They're timing-based.
In the sense of they come out at some time?
Yeah.
You know what, Ender's well said. Ooh, caught the CE. Oh, trying to catch the GI. Okay, so Rich understands the small pokes that he has with the character, understands 2-2-A, but doesn't really seem to have like any semblance of damage with the character. So I think this is an opportunity.
Yes! Wait, why am I rooting against?
Because you're rooting for grabs, that's the thing. And you really have to stop using 3AK, my man. Start using 3AB or something, because he's ducking that every time.
I wonder if there's anyone out there who thinks that like this is all just like a massive conspiracy by me to like set everything up so that when a tournament match starts, I just start 3Bing people all the time because I have a reputation for grabbing, you know?
I mean, hey, we've definitely seen people who will try to change the meta outside of the game. You know, certainly, maybe if you had a character that was really ridiculous, just hypothetically speaking, like a nightmare or something like that. And what you try to do is you try to convince everybody that the character is actually bad. Wow, that was cool.
He called him out for Wake Up Super by using his C on Oki.
Yeah, some solid stuff. I guess he couldn't go anywhere. He could have just rolled, but hey. Incendiate has to make hay out of the fact that Rich might potentially be stuck with a character he doesn't really know. Okay.
You know, I've decided I'm just going to use my horizontal auto GI on Talamoki sometimes.
Yeah. Do you know how many times I've literally gone up to my Talum opponent and just did mid parry? Like when they're on the ground? I always do that.
That's fair. To be fair, I wouldn't say... Not to... No, forget it. Yeah.
Yeah, what's up?
Cool.
Yeah, what's up? No, go ahead. Incendiate wins his next game, but I'm gonna tell them to pause for Enders to say what he wants to fucking say to me. Yeah?
I guess I wouldn't say that,
What wouldn't you say? What's up?
That mid parry is a,
Mid parry is what? Yeah? What is it? Or what is it not?
It's a pretty hard read, actually. It's really respectable, I think.
Thank you. It sounds like we're both agreeing then.
I want you to imagine that,
Yeah?
I'm scratching my head right now.
Okay. I want you to imagine I'm doing something else with my hands right now.
Like what?
I think you could
I
figure it
can't.
out.
I'm not very creative.
Well, yeah, you're a Survey player, I know. In my defense, you threw out that line. So I had, you know... Triple 3K combo!
Holy shit!
This nightmare is really
I
good.
love it.
Into the double hop into 2A. No, sorry, that was a hop into jump A, I think.
I'm so happy that this fucking match started with 3K, 3K, 3K.
Yeah.
It's like when people, when I watch like a lot of the Soul Calibur players get into a 2D fighter, and their reaction to someone coming up close because they can't like confirm anything is light punch, light punch, light punch,
Yeah.
light punch, light punch, and they get like a 7-hit combo.
In their defense, that happens when you're new to 2D games. Just any old.
Oh
Is this
my
a combo? Like, what's going on? You can't AC away from this? What is happening? Wow, the combo doesn't work.
Should've just done 3K.
He should
That
have
would've
just
worked.
done 3K, yeah. No, he's starting to go to verticals rather than using 3K. He's gonna lose. Incendiate, you have to make more hay out of this. Okay, here we go. Richsticks literally just ran for a while in this round and he got a full bar. Okay. I was like, okay, now he's gonna go into some deep stance mix. No, now he's just gonna cancel out of the stance.
Ooh.
Delayed it, so he actually got something. I wonder how long it's gonna be before we see a Nightmare CE. Okay, here we go.
Oh, armor?
No, I think that breaks
it just
armor,
breaks
but I'm not
armor.
100% sure.
Okay.
But now we have a Soul Charge slash
more things for Ben and Emco to
CE. Okay. That's not the right combo, but that's fine. That is not a whiff punish CE, my guy. That is the wrong kind of CE you got. Okay. Drill kills. No, it doesn't. I lied. Because it didn't fully combo. 3K. 3K. Oh, I was going to be wrong.
3K would have worked there. Also, that drill would have killed. It just missed a lot of its hits.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
It was so fucked.
Yeah, I think that, assuming Incendiate has to try and play Nightmare for a while longer, doing things like 2A and 1K on hit into backdash against a character like this, I think would be a pretty solid idea. Okay, but what do you do out of this? Okay, so you know.
He can't AGA. He tried,
Yeah.
but he can't fucking.
I always like it when people who can't AGA try to do so, because it really looks like Nightmare has to, like, do a big ol' wind-up, like a...
Yep.
Nice block. Okay, here we go. We remember what this character can do. Alright, 2 bars to 1. I would run up in Soul Charge, honestly. If I was Incendiate. But instead, it looks like he's gonna kind of fall apart to Richsticks' Talum.
You have 2 bars, dude. Just soul charge.
Yeah, unfortunately, at this point, Rich is gonna have 2 bars by the end of the round as well. Yeah, that's not gonna kill.
God,
it's
man.
gonna do a lot.
Come on, dude.
Now you
2
have
bars.
to spend the bar. You have to spend the bar, like, immediately.
It's Nightmare, man.
Well, unfortunately, he did it at, like, the one time. Okay. Drill? Yep. Doesn't get the GI. He's just trying to win with drills. He has another one stocked up. What happened? Oh, he tried to drill and it breaks the armor.
Oh, that's so rough. That's
Wow, Sabandeus throwing out the shots right now.
damn, dude. That's some. Get fucked, Jordan.
Man, you know that you're having a rough time when even your sponsor is throwing shots at you. Nightmare versus Haomaru. Again, Rich did play Haomaru at launch, but I believe he was like me where we didn't really like the character, and we stopped playing him. But that being said, utilizing the backdash doesn't take a scientist to figure out. So I feel like we're going to see a lot of small pokes out of Rich, seeing how that seems to be the way he plays pretty much every character that he doesn't necessarily know.
Alright. Let's see if we can get... I would like to see more, like, 3K air combos, but I think that won't happen.
Yeah, we're dealing with a character that's not necessarily in the air all that much anymore. Like, 4K got nerfed. Ah, yes, the 2-2B 668 combo. Trying to utilize the fact that punishing Hao's 2-2B might be difficult for Nightmare.
Oh.
Now, it is important to note that Nightmare does have a 2-2A. If you're trying to catch a sidestep, you don't necessarily have to be like AGA or bust.
It's also true. You could also just 2A.
I guess technically,
it
if
is
the
plus on counter.
yeah, if the objective is to oh, nice, doesn't get the full combo. Oh boy. Did he catch him? No. Okay.
Nope.
No real punish though. Oh wow, the trade off
wow.
of the armor. Boy howdy.
Yeah, if that wasn't a kick attack, he died.
Yeah, it looks like Incendiate is just getting overwhelmed. Again, we might be dealing with a situation where he wants to try and optimize his character's ability to do damage and stuff, but if he doesn't know how to play the character, then it's kind of turning into something that looks like this. Yeah, just a lot of little tiny hits.
He also doesn't know how to deal with, like, just mash with the greatsword characters. Which, to be fair, if you don't have AGA, I think it's kind of hard.
Yeah, because then, like, your post-GI, which, in my opinion, Nightmare post-GI is, like, the best in the game, kind of falls apart if you don't have AGA, right? Like, then it's just like, okay, I never re-GI, I just either block the break attack, or I, like, try to, like, break a grab that's gonna come out or something. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, Nightmare versus Setsuka. If you thought that Haomaru was matching in your face, I can only imagine the same thing is going to happen with Setsuka. I can't remember if Rich played this character when the character first came out.
Ooh, Setsuka?
Yeah, Setsuka, yeah.
Yeah, he did. He
Okay. Doing all the shortcuts, I presume. Okay.
No, he didn't do any of the shortcuts, actually.
Oh. I thought the shortcut happens when, like, you use meter when you use the shortcut.
You do use meter when you use the shortcut.
Yeah, I thought that's what happened.
That is...
Oh, okay.
Well, no, okay, I'm sorry. He used the shortcut for, the from crouch 3B, right?
Yeah.
But, like, he didn't use the shortcut for any of the twisters.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, that's not that punishable. Can't you just get, like, a 3B?
I don't even think there is a twister shortcut. Now that I think about it.
Well, in that case, you're still right. You didn't use a twister shortcut.
I like how I keep saying these, like, right before Zendo corrects me. Like, I'm able to correct myself right before Zendo needs to be like,
It's not enough. This is the internet, yeah.
Yeah.
The best thing to do, honestly, take it from somebody who has an overwhelming amount of success when it comes to their Twitch channel. The best thing to do when it comes to talking in front of online people is to be correct about all things all the time. And if you can't do that, frankly speaking, you should just quit.
What should I quit?
There we go. I was like, I am not going to talk first. I refuse. I am going to force him to be the person who does. You think I care just because it's my Twitch channel? Ooh, nice double twister. He's trying to do the 2A to get the route and it doesn't work. Oh, man, this is... Incendiate is having a real tough time here. It is very much not back and forth yet. I feel like Incendiate kind of has to get lucky that Rich just happens to fall into a character he doesn't know at all. It's not
Whenever I
Nightmare
watch
Jail
someone-
yet. I think he's only been playing Nightmare for 3 games. Cassandra was like 6 or 7.
Whenever I see someone get, like, imprisoned in a character, it's hard to be interested until they start winning.
Yeah. Where it can actually be like a back and forth. But to be honest, we've got Cervantes here. Cervantes, I'm sure you can agree, not exactly a hard character to figure out how to win with. In
I do not
this kind of a thing.
think so at all. Like, I think this character is so... Like, his game plan is so easy.
Yeah. And
Now, the execution of his game plan, the understanding of neutral, etc., that's all hard. But his game plan is
that's a whole other
easy.
thing. This is just about winning a game with the character.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, after this, we also have Rich then goes to Grow, which is another character that he definitely plays. So that's going to be rough. And then after that, I think is Killick, which I don't believe he plays. But we will see. But something tells me Incendiate's going to be stuck with
Killick
Nightmare
is
for a
another
while.
one where, like, the intricacies are the hard part. The game plan is the easy part.
Yeah. It's hard to find to be lost as to what to do when you have the best BB in the game.
Yeah, it's also hard to be lost to what to do when you have, like, two of the best mids in the game.
Yeah.
And great grab game.
Oh man, I understood why he decided to go with the armor, but it seems like any time Incendiate has the armor, he just immediately goes for drill and that's it. He should look into 60k. Okay, here we go. This is the thing that he's... Oh no. Oh no. Incendiate could not have thrown that away farther.
Wait, if this is Servi, do more Nightmare BB. Do more Nightmare BB.
Why?
BB. Servi can't stop it.
That's weird. Okay.
But also on the other side
He
of things,
had the armor and he just bubbles.
also on the
top
other
of
side of things, Nightmare can't step Servi BBB.
Yeah, that
Or
part I
punish it.
did know, yeah. Oh boy, oh boy. Ooh, Dratheon calling you out in my chat right now.
Yeah, we talked about it, but then every time I tried to do what we did in a real match, it never worked. Frankly, I don't think that a Servi player will ever step it.
Trying to get that ring out. Trying to get that wall pressure. Doesn't end up working out. Alright, presumably, Rich is going to get out of grow territory pretty easily. After that, I'm going to try and do just a very quick ad break to see if I have the time for it. Something tells me that I won't, but hopefully I will be wrong. And I'll be able to talk so quickly that it'll just make your head spin. You'll just be like, whoa, how can this be? How can somebody talk that quickly?
I've been awake for 25 hours.
You have or you have not?
I have.
I haven't slept for 7 days, because that would be too long.
What?
Wow! Avenger B plus K into 4/4 B plus K combo.
Yeah, I fought this... Okay, I was about to say the something mean. I fought his grow in, like, so many matches, and he is so annoying.
Grow in general,
like,
or
he
his
is so
grow?
strong at, like, just punishing me for all my habits Ukemi-wise
Yeah.
that I have against every other grow player.
And honestly, if you know which moves to use in here that beat armor and stuff, this could be a pretty tough matchup for Nightmare, in my opinion. 3B is very difficult to deal with. I see that Rich is going for Wall Rising B, but honestly, I think it should be Wall Rising A. I don't necessarily agree with that meter usage, though it did look pretty...
Nice.
I kind of wish they had just done the typical 3B combo and then gone into Soul Attack, but hey, whatever works.
You know, commentating Iron Man like this sort of feels like, you know, we're like the noblemen and like a Roman, like aristocracy.
We are considered the heralds in that case.
Right, like we just... Well, I see it as more of like, you know, we're eating off the grapevine, you know, wine everywhere.
Yeah.
We're
But
just, like,
also,
witnessing
we
these
have
people
to
fight to the
announce,
death.
like, the matches that are happening in the Coliseum. Like, this is,
Also that,
yeah, this is the idea of, and we, like, pick the winners. It's the Battle of Agincourt.
Ah!
And that's gonna kill, right? Nightmare CE?
I believe Nightmare CE does base 80, so yeah.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean, that
pretty
was
sure it
honestly,
It doesn't do 85.
a pretty risky CE now that I think about it. Most stuff in Avenger is going to beat out the CE.
Let's see, Avenger B plus K loses, or Avenger A plus B loses, Avenger B loses.
But then
K wins,
Avenger K
Avenger A
wins and
wins.
B plus K wins. And A wins.
Avenger A, K, and B plus K. So yeah, more options.
1K, 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 jump K. Okay, here we go. Ah, into the taunt. Very nice. Yep, again, the CE is going to lose to most things, as we just mathematically panned out. Okay, Wall Rising A, yeah, definitely beats armor. That's the thing that's really, really tough. That's why I was saying, not so much Wall Rising B, Wall Rising A is definitely the way to go here.
I like both Yin's comment and Wur's response.
That is, in fact, how you win an Iron Man. It is true. It can in no way be denied. You should really think about doing stuff like 2A and then backstepping as opposed to forward stepping.
You should think about not fucking CEing so fucking much. Like, how about that?
I guess he just wants to, like, do something with his meter, and what else can you do with meter as Nightmare anyway?
What up with Soul Charge?
What? Oh. Oh, don't go too ham-fisted with it. Oh, no!
No,
He
dude!
tried to do 6-6K, I assume. Oh, God!
No, he
and that's
tried
the
to
death.
do 6BB.
Okay,
Because
so
that's 4B.
I'm gonna try and do this really, really quickly. Shoutouts to NOBC. If you like the kind of content that we're seeing here, the same Parsec servers are used over there. Shoutouts to Save and DEUS for allowing me to use this kind of platform. NLBC every Sunday. Registration ends at 6. Nightmare. The tournament starts at 7. Definitely check it out. You have the Smash GG link over there. And also, thanks very much to Twice a Day for the donation. If you like this kind of stuff, we will have more stuff like this every Sunday at 2, as long as I can keep the donations coming so that I can give Save and DEUS the money to pay for the servers. We can still have more stuff like this. I believe that puts Rich at 13, and we're doing Nightmare versus Killick. I think I did that pretty well. I didn't lose any of the actual game time.
You didn't. Although I do think you lost exactly how much of your speech was delivered to the viewers, but it's okay.
How much of my speech? What do you mean?
I
What are you trying to say?
I'd be hard pressed to imagine very many people will remember like the entire core middle part of what you said.
They won't remember it, like, they wouldn't be able to rattle it off in, like, that easily, but it'll be subconsciously in their mind. That's the idea. It's
Is it?
subliminal. It's subliminal messaging. Yeah.
So wait, that was all subliminal.
No, just a portion of it was subliminal.
He did 2A plus B. Okay.
Please don't try to drill. I feel like if he finds out any of the other things that he can do with Terra Charge, there we go. Okay, and I know you don't know the combo, but that's perfectly fine. That is.
Yeah, that's a good nightmare combo right there.
Yeah,
Doing
that is
Yeah, that's
perfectly
fine.
reasonable. If they can't repeat it but do tune in to NLPC, then mission accomplished. Token Black Dude with the $3 donation. Thanks very much, Pirate Gang. Anders.
Huh?
Pirate
Fire gang.
Pirate Gang. I imagine that's what you say, like, when somebody, like, shakes you awake. Pirate Gang.
I like throw up gang signs.
And if somebody, like, slaps you awake, it's like, grab 3B. Oh no, he gets the sidestep. Doesn't fully charge up the 2-2B, but he probably doesn't have... Okay, he has, like, the full kill it combo into the force block. So there's something. Oh, should have committed to it. Speaking of committing... Oh no! He found... Okay, at least he found another move to use in Terra Charge, maybe. Please don't try to see... Okay, there we go. I
well,
appreciate
now he can't.
this.
Yeah.
No. God, he's trying so hard to get, like, the timing for backstepping into catching the whiff punch, and it's just not working out.
Just... Yeah. Yes. Very good.
Nice punish. It's just infinite. It's literally just 4A while rising B. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like what you were talking about. A very simple game plan going on right now.
Yeah, I like I said, I think Keelik shares a lot of similarities with Servi, where
Yeah.
it's like the game plan is so easy.
Sure.
The intricacies are what's hard to make a character.
Okay, here we go.
But
Hard sidestepping. A wake up grab probably would have worked. All right, Rich is officially on his second half.
yeah, Rich is taking such a commanding lead right now.
Yeah, this is huge. Again, I feel like Ivy Jail is really the only bastion of hope Incendiate has at this point. Yoshi, not all that difficult. Hilda can be difficult. Tira, and then Ivy. And then once you get past Ivy, assuming Incendiate doesn't get, like, I don't know, 7 or 8 wins off of Ivy, I don't know. I don't know if it would be possible. Is this officially a longer amount with Nightmare than it was with Cassandra? I think it is, right?
I think.
It was whiff grab into whiff grab into grab.
Is this also the longest like streak,
No.
or was the J7?
Yeah, the JSAB's 2B jail was the biggest. I believe that was... I believe that was, like, 12 or 13.
Oh god.
So, oh, man. He almost did, like, the whole way. JSAB's, I think, is in here, so he can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was that.
J7's like, man, it sucks to be stuck on it. Yeah, it does.
You know, come to think of it, what we haven't seen from Incendiate at all is a reversal edge, and we have, like, one of the best reversal edges in the game.
Although it's looking like a good escape from jail here.
Well, let's not, you know, count our chickens before two in the bush.
Did you just fuse two idiots together?
Yeah, the shoes on the other table, which is turned. It wasn't Boom's Ivy. No, Party Wolf and Boom both had pretty extensive Ivy jails, but the 2B jail from JSABs is the biggest one we've had so far. It's important to note, Jordan, that you do have 2 bars, so you don't necessarily have to eat this pressure.
Also, like, Nightmare gets, like, meter for free.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah, you don't have to be precious with your meter with this character. There it is. I guess the idea is that he doesn't want to use Soul Charge until he has spent his Terror Charge, and he's just having a hard time finding out how to spend his Terror Charge. Okay. Okay.
It is a combo, actually.
Yellow Life in Soul Charge, but it is a combo, so I assume this isn't going to kill.
Wait, actually, no.
It will kill! Wow! That was not a combo, then. I think you just laid on the ground. Dre, please confirm or deny if that was actually a combo. It was a combo, it just does that much damage? Gee whiz. I mean, I guess you have to spend a lot of meter in order to get it, but...
That's true, it was Soul Charge buff. Now that I think about it.
We're just bringing it back, though. Getting the damage out of, oh, there's the reversal edge I was talking about before. Don't listen to me. Moving over to where he could potentially get wrung out. I don't know so much about that. Trying to do the bubble when he already has Terror Charge. There's the drill. Now trying to run back so he can bubble again. Drill, drill. No, I don't think that actually punishes anymore. Pushback is too big. Okay. Bubble.
Jordan wants this so
Well,
badly.
he wants to bubble, but he also doesn't want to get
he
by
got
the
it!
CD. Oh man, Nightmare is finished.
That's what you get for trying to fucking pogo jump and fucking be rude.
That's what you get for like trying to do things and you don't know how to do. But that being said, hella amounts of padding. And I'm starting to question...
It's like I'm a pogo jump in this Iron Man.
Okay, so I've seen him play Amy before, and you were saying before that when it comes to characters that Incendiate's going to be comfortable with, it's going to be pretty much every female character. And we have this, and we have 2B coming
He's
up
played
next.
Amy in tournament.
Yeah. Sure. He's selected Amy in a tournament match before.
Hey, man.
I'm agreeing with you.
Why do you agree with me differently?
We're saying the same thing, is all I'm saying.
No, we said very distinctly different things.
I feel like we said,
that just happened to align in like
in
a
spirit,
like
we
a
said
logic
very,
table.
Yeah.
Like we happened to align there, right? Like
hey, and I am a man of logic, if nothing else. So I think
we said
that
very
should...
distinctly different things. I
Only
do want
if
to
you
make that
really
clear.
focus on it too heavily to the point where you might just be belaboring the point at that point.
I know. I absolutely do not feel like I'm belaboring the point in any way, shape, or form.
I'm just saying it's possible that we're saying the same thing, but then also you are trying to turn it into something that it
It's like
isn't.
saying like,
Yeah?
I didn't kill that guy, and I didn't kill that guy.
Right. We're both saying the same thing.
Yeah. Okay. So, but you agree that like that distinction that I made is pretty
everybody in this room are all saying the same thing. I don't know what the problem is. Mid parry A, B. Let me talk about Amy for a minute. Okay, he decides to go for the reset that gives him... Incendiate decided to go for the thing that doesn't get him a rose and also isn't the strongest amount of damage you can get in that situation. So I don't know what was up with that. Alright, gets the full damage, but he doesn't want to get wrung out. I don't know if Richsticks knows how to ring out with this character. Running into a grab. He got the grab lethal hit. Now does he go for the ring out? Okay, so he ends up killing with the rose. That's always the best thing that can happen. So he's got full red now, but he has to win 2 rounds.
He's got 3.
Oh, he only has 3. That's my bad. I could have sworn. I can't necessarily see the rose counter, and I saw the explosion, which normally indicates that you have all red roses.
Oh, it's because he has the lethal hit. That's probably...
Alright, well, it looks like he's going to potentially win with no rose Amy. 1 bar to potentially 2.
Is this the time where, like, now that he's winning with no rose Amy, we can all go, oh wow, no rose Amy is so bad.
Well, you can't because he just got all 4 red, so clearly the only reason why he's doing this well is because he got all 4 red. He's trying to use full crouch 3A over and over again. Tried to sidestep there, that doesn't work. You have 2 bars, there we go.
It's time to end this. Enjoy.
Ooh, that would have been a good 4A situation.
That probably would have been, like, game over.
Yeah. Oh man, very scary. Just constantly trying to do these AMS grabs, they're very good. And he doesn't get the full combo, that was kind of a big deal. Okay.
Alright, alright.
The first time since this Iron Man started. Incendiate has a bit of
Has won 2 in a
momentum.
row.
He's got
It's
momentum
also
on
the
his
first
side.
time he's won more than, you know, one match
Yes.
in a row.
Welcome to the
Just want to put that out there.
All right, into 2B, into his main. So he's got some time now. He's finally realizing which which direction he has to go for his next row.
We're like, what, like an hour into the Iron Man so far? Making pretty good progress.
Yeah, something like that.
I'm
Okay.
glad that none of these players are cowards. So. I always get bored whenever matches become like stand far away poke wars
Right.
during Iron Mans.
They've made their decision as to how they're going to play, and they're sticking with it. Now, Incendiate just recently started playing 2B, got 2B to S rank, I believe. Very much enjoys the character. Technically not a female.
What?
It's a robot. Robots can't have a gender.
It's an android. Can androids have gender?
No. Androids, can they procreate?
Maybe.
If they can't procreate, then no.
I'm gonna let Twitch chat decide this one.
Anton telling me that I'm being pedantic when I was the one who said robot, and everybody's saying, actually it's an android.
Is that being... Are they being pedantic?
Ender's now qualifying what is considered to be pedantic or not, which might be the definition of pedantic.
Are you being pedantic now?
It's a cycle of pedantism? What would be the conjugation there? Now that I'm thinking about it.
Because like now it sounds like at any point do you delve deeper into like the technicalities of any subject, you're just being pedantic.
Yeah.
So like, ask any question to just like further delve into this conversation. You're pedantic.
It's very similar to when you play D&D and something doesn't make any sense to you at all, and somebody is like, well, we're not here to be a bunch of rules lawyers, we're here to have fun. It's like, well, it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, we're here to have fun. It's not about being a rules lawyer. I hate playing D&D with people like that. Alright, well, now that Rich has run out of meter, I don't know what he's gonna do now that he can't do AA Brave Edge.
Oh, that's right. He lost his pistol.
Is that it? Yeah, it is. Alright, he's got 2 bars. The fact that Incendiate is having this much trouble with a character that Rich doesn't know how to play is kind of surprising me, to be honest. I'm surprised he hasn't gone into Soul Charge yet.
I think it's like someone said earlier, like characters that they know how to play just seem to be the ones where they have the hardest time.
Yeah. I guess there's more pressure on it to a certain extent.
I think it's because a lot of us have built up a style of playing against like people who know what So yeah, as I was saying, a lot of us have built up a style of play against people who know what they're doing, which doesn't really work against people who don't know what they're doing.
Oh man, that really sucks. Oh, that's so funny. Incendiate is stunned. He refuses to pick the character he needs to pick. Oh man.
He said, sorry, 1 second, Twitch chat.
Oh, he did? Oh, okay. He's not talking in the Discord.
I guess not.
That's still really funny though. What a way. Rich has got to be super relieved that that ended up being the case. Do we know if he has a Hilda at all?
I don't know.
Because that's a character that can be complicated.
That is true. I actually feel like Hilda might be a problematic character for him now that I think about it.
Yeah, I would say that a lot of her
Rich is always
really powerful moves are trapped under stuff that is embedded within the character, like sword and spear regalias or charges and stuff like that. So if you don't know what's going on, then...
And Rich has always said he doesn't like execution.
Yeah.
So like...
Well, that was a combo. Okay,
I
got
hate
the
it when
good
people lie
punish.
to me.
Yeah, maybe this was all the bait for the time that you guys play in this armor.
Maybe. I would prefer not to play an Iron Man. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Well, it's never stopped you before.
That's true.
Yeah. You played it in a ton of SC6 tournaments.
Yeah, you're right. Hey Jay, I'm gonna go.
I understand. Thanks very much, Enders J, for the commentary on what will presumably be about 2/3 of an Iron Man competition. Ooh, never give Hilda the B. I guess it doesn't matter if you don't know the combo, but there's the unseeable low. Man, Incendiate is having so much trouble playing the character that he plays.
Again, I really think it's a real thing. Like,
Yeah.
You ever had that moment where you play your character and you just like, you fight like some complete newbie, and you're just like, I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to be doing here. And then you just have to like default your game plan to like the most basic abusive shit to be able to beat that person, because
Right.
if you try playing normally, you lose. And I think that happens a lot here, right? Like you
He's getting
know how to
confused
play
about
your character.
timings. The subtle stuff that he normally tries to pick up on isn't really going to be coming out because the character's move choices are going to be totally out of whack.
I'd be down to play Dre and Iron Man. Very powerful to be at.
Problem is that Dre has been on a lot of these kind of parsec things, and his connection is normally not great, unfortunately. I appreciate going with the full strings because he doesn't really have to worry about punishment all that much, because if Rich is actually doing stuff that is like charging up moves, his punches are going to be a little bit more difficult to pull off as it is. Immediately into AGS.
Executing support program.
Oh good.
He's going to try and win this outright. Just don't get CE. I knew the CE was coming. Alright, so that's going to do it for two.
No, it's not going to do it at all.
Well, he's in Soul Charge now.
This CE extension does
Nothing.
3 damage.
Okay, there we go. Alright, Incendiate gets goes through the struggle of playing one of the characters he plays and winning one game with them. Still a mile to go when Rich has merely inches. Going over to his main. If he if he loses any games with his main, that is some rough stuff. I don't think that'll happen.
Like I feel like this should be the character that he should be able to get the farthest with, please.
Well, see, that's the thing, right? Is that you can't really go far with a character. You can only get as much as you can get, which is one game. So you're only as strong as your weakest link, which is one of the things that I really like about the Iron Man competitions.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was a complete brain part of mine.
Alright, caught the GI. Actually gets the full combo. Do you want to take a bet on if Rich can win a round?
Yeah, sure, I'll take a bet on it.
I think he won't. I think it'll
he
be
won't
3-0
either, so-
for... Oh, well. Oh, well.
But you know what? I'll
For the sake of...
for the sake of the bet, I'll put some money on Rich.
How much money?
$5.
Interesting.
Keep in mind that you owe me cookies.
Oh, I get cookies for free.
I'm not saying that they are collateral against the $5. I'm just saying keep in mind that you owe me.
Oh, okay. Yes, I understand.
Yeah. Okay.
So I get $5 if Rich ends up not winning a round.
Rich, you piece of shit. Use your soul charge.
He doesn't know how to use Soul Charge.
Doesn't matter. Just
Hilda's
get him off you,
Charge-
man.
Yeah, Hilda's
Get
Soul
him
Charge
off
isn't
you.
even all that great. That's not dead yet, but that's going to create an Oki situation that could be tough to deal with.
You can't stop me. Do you give up?
6
Better
VA?
have those you better have those cookies ready when I give you those $5, dude.
Hell yeah.
Hey, yeah.
Girl Scout cookies?
Yeah, I would love that actually.
Yeah. What kind?
That's a
We
good
still
question,
we
actually.
still have s'mores, which are being
Mints.
discontinued. Okay, Thin Mints are pretty easy to get. I can do that.
Alright.
Important to note, guys, just in case you guys didn't know, these s'mores, as far as I know, are being discontinued for the next rotation. So we're going to get a new cookie, but also s'mores are going to be gone.
Where do you get Girl Scout cookies from?
Girl Scouts.
Where do you find the Girl Scout?
In my family.
Alright, sweet.
My family is littered with them. Oh, wow. Fantastic maxi combo. Oh, hey! Oh, the tracking verticals. I'm really happy I get to see Rich deal with that. Having a tough time moving around. If Incendiate can get away from Rich's main, that's probably a pretty big boon. That could potentially spell that he could make a comeback. Yeah, Kid Opium, s'mores are being discontinued. Oh, I think out of that clash you can get a 6A plus base. I remember, as it was happening, I was thinking to myself, why did Enders just sigh there? Oh, right, he has to do this. Well, thanks very much for the $5 donation, Enders J.
You're welcome.
You know what? I'm probably going to put any leftover funds that I get from this Parsec stream and just put it into the GoFundMe for Mick. I just want to make sure that the cost of the Parsec server is covered before any of that happens. But any potential excess will probably go to Mick in the first place.
Okay. That's a really, really noble cause.
I think it's important. In case you guys don't know, maybe if somebody could put up the link for the GoFundMe for Mick, who was a legend in our community, who was unfortunately torn from us in a very abrupt and violent way. Very unfortunate circumstance. The GoFundMe is going to have all the information that you'll need to know, but very important person who hopefully the ensuing handful of tournaments that we're going to have are going to be able to produce enough funds for the funeral services and such. Thanks, Link. All right, we have some momentum going on. Yoshi was a little bit of a hiccup for Rich, and now Hilda is being the same. Sophie is relatively easy, so is Astaroth, and obviously Ivy. So we might suddenly see a spree of Incendiate getting through some characters that are going to be pretty, getting through it. At 6,300 already, okay, and I think the goal is to meet 10 grand in about 6 days, which means that we'll have like a Boominati. Maybe NLBC will do a little something for them as well. We'll have to see.
Yeah, that would be really nice.
Yeah.
The worst part is that sometimes, like, after times like this, the families are left with a significant burden,
Yeah,
and being able to lessen that.
The compensation that the government gives you when it comes to a family death to pay for funeral expenses has not gone up since the 60s. So when you have a funeral that could potentially cost $10,000 or something like that, I think the amount that the government gives you to pay for funeral costs is still, like, at best, like, $1,500. Something incredibly small. That's not going to pay for a coffin and a gravestone and the plot and everything like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it just does not cover it.
It's just one of those things where it's just like it never caught up with the times. It has never gotten any stronger. Has no idea what the REB combo is.
Yeah.
But hey, okay, he knows that combo.
And it's a good combo.
Yeah, sort of.
No, it's actually pretty good. Like, if you don't have a charge set up right there.
I mean, compared to like a Nightmare combo, it doesn't do that much damage.
Oh.
Now
it's
that's
reasonable.
the definition of pedantic.
No way.
Trying to get that GI. Incendiate is just trying to overwhelm Rich with a lot of small buttons.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I think
For a character
2-2B
like
is
this.
a good idea, right? Like
Sure,
doing like
yeah.
2-2B like that, because like that's something that requires you to have like experience with your character to punish like well all the time.
Yeah, the way to try and deal with it, like Hilda, like assuming that you play the character, has a real easy time dealing with that because you have like the C5A or whatever, like the strong hoary mids that are incredibly powerful, but they don't mean anything if you can't pull them off because they're charge moves, right?
Yeah.
And you can tell he's not charged because he's doing AA over and over again. Wow, we're just being
Oh, God.
obnoxious about it. Oh, nice sidestep.
An opening. Gods, empower me.
I also really like the idea that like we kind of had to skim over it for a bit, but that maxi match was very satisfying to see.
Yeah. Seeing Rich constantly getting tracked by verticals and just being lost from like
Getting
vertigo
counter
and
hit by
stuff.
6 plus B like
Yeah.
repeatedly.
I
like
cannot
it.
allow myself to
All right, that is now 15-9. That gap is closing very
It is.
quickly.
It is.
Now, I believe we're going with Astaroth. Astaroth, probably not a character that Incendiate has played, but again, a very simple game plan. I also want to mention that in my experience of playing Astaroth, Hilda is a very difficult character to deal with, chiefly because she has such an unbelievably strong punish for crouching grabs and then punishing. But again, it's a charge move. So if you don't have, I think you need Spear Regalia for it. If you don't have the capabilities of figuring out how to do it, then you might have a rough go of it. That is not the combo. Well, surely Incendiate knows how to grab with the character, right?
Surely.
No? Okay, it looks like there was an attempt. Oh boy.
Oh boy, indeed.
We're finally getting some momentum. And is it finally going to be gone?
You know, I've become very grateful that we have Astaroth as our grappler. And,
Not Ivy?
no, because I was playing some
Oh,
of the
right.
Strive beta,
Yeah.
and I played Potemkin in that game. Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I'll take Astaroth any day. He's okay, in my book.
There's a weakness. There's a statistical weakness to go off of.
Yeah. You know, like, and on top of that, you only have to guess, like, you guess twice, right? Like, he does a grab, you guessed once, and then you break the grab or not, you guess twice, right? Potemkin, you just die, man.
Die,
Fucking
man.
die.
Ooh, not getting a punish on that hell sweep. Hasn't really been getting a punish on any of that kind of stuff. So it really does look like, when it comes to thinking quickly, when it comes to overwhelming his opponent with buttons, Incendiate is really good at that. But then trying to make like the big reads for the big time damage, the slower characters, has a real tough time with something like that.
Yeah, maybe big caliber, like,
Not his game plan.
yeah, maybe his game plan really is just a lot of, like, overwhelming small caliber,
Yeah,
and not actually big caliber all the time.
that is not the combo.
He tried to go for the tech. It is a tech
Oh,
combo,
okay.
but he tried to go.
I appreciate it then. Ah, it's kind of okay. It's just walk back into 6K. Shades of Recrudo. Yep. This is the Astaroth game plan. Crouch into
respect.
jump, crouch, grab. Hasn't really used A plus B, though it did get nerfed recently, so maybe that's why. Just
Okay,
6As. Just 6As over and over again. Hell yeah. This is the way to go. Got his 6K lethal hit. Ooh, nice duck. Important duck. Infinite
Very.
hell sweeps. Might want to try just like rolling on the ground, yeah. Just to like mix things up a little bit. Oh man,
Oh.
if Incendiate can make this comeback, this would be huge. But it doesn't look like it's gonna happen. That's good. Okay!
Okay.
There we go.
The soul attack.
Hild's gonna have bar. But Incendiate
Man,
has
Rich
the 6k
really wants to
lethal
get out
hit.
of this Hilda.
This Hilda, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Incendiate does have the 6k lethal hit, though I doubt he knows what to do with it.
An opening.
Yeah, you see him going for the reverse ring out, though I'm not entirely convinced that he has that combo either. Who's after Hilda?
Rich,
I'm trying to remember.
Will you be able to make it out?
Oh no, you can't whiff now. This is kind of a big deal. 3 Bs, I don't know so much. Oh,
Oh,
he's got a bar. Okay.
too far.
No,
Wait,
no, that's not
way.
too far. That's not too far. But obviously not going to kill. Going to do a gigantic amount of damage. I don't think he's dead to a
What's
3k
gonna be the
yet.
mix? Oh, you tried to
3B
counter
on
it with
block.
standing K.
Yeah, I don't know so much. The standing K, I think what he wanted was 3k. I think if that was the plan, 3B into something, then 3k would be the way to go for a mid.
Welcome to the stage of
So who's after Hilda? Tira. I don't know.
I think Tira actually can be pretty basic at times. Like, if as long as you know what like the basic moves are in each stance, you could play a pretty basic Tira.
Yeah. Man, we always get this. I feel like we get this stage more often than any other in the Iron Man competitions.
I like this stage.
I don't like this stage.
There's wolves.
Yeah. Oh, you said wolves. I thought you said walls.
Oh,
I'm
there's that
okay
too.
with the wolves, but I also don't like dealing with Cervantes going off the walls in the stage.
Yeah. I don't feel like I use the wall stuff that much, so I guess it never really is apparent to me. But I have watched people have to fight like the other prolific wall Cervantes players.
Yeah. The ones that are more worthy of the wall combos.
Yeah,
But that being said, just because you don't use it doesn't mean I don't have to think about it.
that's true. I guess
Another
what I'm
combo?
trying to say is I don't think about it.
Yeah.
But also there's wolves on there.
Which is funny, because I think the millisecond that you start thinking about it, any worry that you have of trying to beat me in tournament are going to be gone. Like, all you need is that, and then I'm not going to know what to do.
I appreciate the advice. I'll use
Yeah.
it again. I'm not kidding either.
Yeah, I know. I used to do this in SC5 all the time. I would show people how to beat me, and then they would beat me.
Sweet.
Green for me.
He's getting pretty on the number.
I want to clarify for chat that I have beaten him before this.
Yeah, I mean to say that he's not going to have to worry about losing to me at all anymore.
Okay. Thank you, Jay. You're a really good guy.
At some point, I hope that it means that the favor will be returned.
I'm trying to think of how to advise you to beat me. Amy? Oh yeah, AMS grabbed me a lot.
Yeah, I already do that, though.
Well,
I wonder if Incendiate's going to realize that 2 to be on hit does, as far as I know, still provide a guaranteed A plus B as a force block.
I think he's just forgetting as he hits it, you know?
Yeah.
Because like, you're trying to think so much about your like how to like learn your character in these
Right.
Iron Mans while you're playing them.
Are you really thinking that hard about what to do with it? I feel like he has what he needs as Astra at this point.
Okay, I
Except
really
he's not
appreciated
doing
this.
Soul Charge. I wish he would Soul Charge, yeah.
I like how
Nice.
you could see that this is like a inexperienced Tira player by the fact that 3 rounds have passed and he's only mood switched once the whole
Yeah.
game.
Oh no, he's crouched. That's not gonna work. Yeah. There's a Tira. Rich is bringing it back. Swinging
Yep.
the lead
And the
back
thing
in.
is that we're going to the easier characters for Rich to play really soon.
Yeah, where are we now? So
Like,
Ivy,
Rich has an Asta.
Ivy's gonna potentially be the hard one. But then you have
Yeah, so
Sophie,
after
Maxi,
Ivy-
X, all characters that are pretty easy to play.
I am so certain Rich has no idea what he's doing on this character. I would be shocked if I see like legitimate Ivy combos
But
come
see,
out of
this is the thing, is that even though that's true, Incendiate has to figure out how to play the character that he's currently playing now, and get a handful of other characters down the list as well. He needs to get at least to like Killick or something in order for, because he's almost 10 ahead. He's 8 ahead at the moment. So he needs to make hay out of this character right away. Doesn't get the combo, unfortunately. Because after Astaroth will be the mirror match. Then it'll be Tira. Characters that he knows. Hilda, he probably has at least some semblance of a Hilda.
Alright, Christmas tree.
But like the millisecond that Rich is out of Ivy territory, I think this is going to become very difficult for Incendiate to win. Nice tech crouch.
Oh man, now that he's fighting an inexperienced Ivy, you can tell that Jordan's just mashing.
But the problem is he doesn't have a character that he can really mash with all that much.
Yeah, I think it's going to be so important for Rich to deal with Ivy now.
Yeah.
Like beat the Astaroth, because I think that's going to be his best bet of winning with Ivy.
Yeah. This is a very pivotal match in this Iron Man. I feel like if Rich wins this, then it's going to be very difficult for Incendiate to win. I think Incendiate has a shot, assuming he gets out of Astaroth right here, right
If he
now.
could keep him locked on Ivy for when, like,
Yeah.
Jordan can, like, get access to the...
That's a real combo, by the way.
to, like, the more capable of mashing characters, I think Jordan will do so well against Ivy with, like,
Yeah,
all
again,
the rest of the cast.
it'll be the mirror match after this, which he'll undoubtedly win. And then he's got Tira, and he's got Hilda. He's got a handful of characters that he could do relatively alright with. Nice ring out. No, he doesn't get a ring out. That's not the correct thing to get the wall bounce, unfortunately. You have to worry about the reverse ring out there.
If I were... Yeah, he doesn't even know how to see off that. He could have just seen it, actually,
Yeah.
now that I think about it.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Jordan,
Okay,
this
so-
is so important. You cannot lose here. You cannot lose here. This would mean that both players would lose a game to their main, which I think would be really funny.
Also true.
He's just getting bull rushes, but it looks like that's going to be enough for now. Ooh, counter hit. Doesn't get the
as long
combo.
as the bull rushes are landing, that's all it takes. Alright. This
Very
is so
close.
pivotal for you,
Yeah.
Richsticks. If you're gonna win at any point, like if it was important to win at any point, it's right now.
Likewise
Jordan-
for both players.
Yeah, like if you're gonna lock him down on any character, it's here.
It's this one. This is the one. Goes into Soul Charge first. Probably
Alright, yep,
knows,
one-
has an idea of what to do with it more than Richsticks knows his. There's the,
Yep.
effectively just doing it for the burst. No whiff punish. Okay. Okay. Is that
Oh.
it? Do we have a combo? We have a combo. That is not gonna work. I couldn't tell. You don't have a traditional 2A. You can't do a 2A there. Yep, there's the
Alright,
next one.
Soul Charge is good to Soul Charge here. It's
Yeah.
really good to Soul Charge here.
There it is.
And he dies in a time! Alright,
Okay.
he's locked in.
We have a chance. So now it's going to be the mirror match. But again, we've seen characters, we've seen Jordan playing characters in here that he actually plays and still losing to characters that Rich doesn't play. And so I'm not calling it just yet that he's going to get a huge amount of momentum here. He needs 7 games. He needs to go through 7 characters just to tie. And
Oh man.
he needs
I'm
to
being
make
honest
hay
with you.
out of this. Yeah, what's up?
I genuinely think that it's possible for Rich to be locked into Ivy for the rest of the tournament at this
It
point.
is possible. I agree that it is possible. I think it is also possible that he has a lot of time on his hands, and he's got a lot of padding, and it could potentially go south for him.
I don't know, man.
It's tough. I think it's very up in the air at this point. Like, Rich beat Incendiate's S-Rank 2B with Yoshi.
That's true.
Yeah. I'm just saying it's possible that we might run into a situation where Incendiate drops the ball on a character that he's comfortable with. Now, if it ends up being this, I mean, I don't see that happening. But, you know, anything's possible, I suppose. Ooh, that was actually a really cool whip punish there.
Yeah, it actually does a lot of damage.
Yeah.
I didn't really notice how much that did.
I just really liked how it threaded the needle. But see, this is the kind of situation that I was talking about before, where I wish Rich would not try to win and just try to find more information about the character that he's playing.
I think that is kind of what he's doing.
Yeah.
Like he's like learning this like poke only game plan, which actually is working against Jordan.
Oh, Rich. Well. Okay, so we both taunted now, so that was a waste of time. So let's see what ends up happening for the third round. Sort of a combo. Ooh, scary.
Very scary.
Jordan's the purple Ivy, right?
Yeah, Jordan's the purple Ivy. You could tell because the purple Ivy is the only one that did a command grab.
Yeah. Busted out a critical edge. I assume that was supposed to be a soul attack. Difficult to use meter as Ivy because the CE is, frankly, pretty awful. The soul attack is good, but if you don't really know what to do with soul charge, it can be tough to work with it. What are you supposed to do? 6-6K?
For which
Ivy soul
what?
charge?
2-2A plus B and 6-6K, yeah.
Yeah.
I think are very integral parts of it. I think also because you lock your opponent down more, you should use the low grabs a lot more.
This just in. Ender's promoting the use of more grabs.
They're low grabs, they're not real grabs.
You don't find them to be significant grabs. They don't match what is required of you when it comes to grabs.
Well, no.
Well, the delayed hop.
If you could sidestep the grab, it doesn't count as a grab.
Okay. You can sidestep AMS grabs.
Can you?
Yeah.
I've never been in.
Is that gonna? That's gonna kill.
That is gonna kill.
Well, we're down to the last round.
Who saw this one coming?
I am actually surprised. I was sort of calling it, but I didn't expect it to happen so quickly.
I am very surprised, actually. I just can't express that.
Yeah. There you go. Now when you have a traditional 2A, you can handle that situation a lot better than you were handling it with Astaroth. Is Jordan going to make it so that, like, Richsticks just barely loses every time? So he's going to go into Soul Attack. And now probably going to do something that, yeah. And that's going to
That's dead. Yeah.
Alright, congratulations. Jordan wins one game with his main. So let's see how he handles. Next is Tira. Character that he could probably overwhelm Rich's Ivy with. God, he still has so many games to go, though, is the thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm very curious to see if this is going to be enough. Because once Ivy's finished, it's pretty smooth sailing. We've seen it in a handful of Ironmans now. Once Ivy is finished, pretty solid characters all around. You've got... Who are some of the characters? You've got Amy, and Cass, Sig, Zos, Nightmare. Not particularly difficult characters to figure out.
Yeah, I feel like,
Does he have it? No, he's just going to
No,
go with
he
a combo. Well, he's going to go with half a combo.
I feel like if I was preparing for one of these, I think the main thing I would do is learn Ivy.
Ivy and 2B seem to be the two characters.
Well, 2B has, like, actually a really strong grab game and a pretty good 3D, so I don't feel that way.
Right.
Like, yeah. Ivy is the one where I'm like, yeah, there's no mid to couple with her grab game,
Right.
you know? Like, you have to do so much more than just mid and grab. Like, I would have
honestly,
to actually learn.
I would say that the way that I would try to play it is literally 3K and backdash. That's how I would try to play Ivy.
My current mentality for it is spam a lot of 1A.
Oh, sure.
From a
Yeah,
distance.
you can do that. Yeah, it doesn't have the combo, or at least doesn't have the timing, at least not yet.
Yeah, that was supposed to be 4B8 there.
Yeah. Alright, that's not gonna do it, I don't think.
Oh, this is in Gloomy? It might do it, actually.
Yeah, it might actually do it. Wow. That's so unfair.
Yeah, Gloomy CE does 90.
Yeah, and yellow.
Yep.
My mistake, I guess. 3B, 3B.
Oh my god.
3B,
that combo.
3B, got hit, 3B. Really trying to establish that Ivy has weaknesses when you don't really know the character.
I like it too because like people try to prove a point when someone else is like on their main.
Yeah, yeah.
You ever notice that? Like it's
Which,
like, oh,
again-
you're playing my character now. Time to show you what you can abuse.
Yeah. Which again makes the match that Incendiate had with Maxi all that much sweeter. Okay, that was fast. That was faster. That was significantly faster than the Ivy Mirror match, which
Which is
again
really
kind of
disappointing.
goes to what you were talking about, where it's like obviously Tira isn't a character that he knows that well, but he knows Ivy really well, and it got more difficult for him for the character that he knew really well.
Yeah, he had no idea how to fight an Ivy player who doesn't know how to play Ivy.
So
Which is
after
Ivy.
Hilda, who he might have a Hilda, he might not. Yoshi,
He does have a Hilda.
He does
'cause
have a
was
Hilda.
playing- He was playing Hilda for like 2 weeks, genuinely thinking about picking up the
Ah,
character.
Okay, so presumably this is going to be one. Do
And this
we know
was
if he
recent
has
too, so
a
like
Yoshi?
it should be fresh.
Because Yoshi is another big
Does
thing.
not have a Yoshi.
But Yoshi's a very powerful character. Character that has to hit a lot of times, though. After that, you've got Killick, isn't all that hard. Grow isn't all that hard. Servi isn't all that hard. Do we know if he has a
Oh my
Setsuka?
God.
Gee whiz. And then immediately backing up, I respect it. Nice duck, but no punish. Gets the punish anyway.
It must be nice to fight an Ivy who can't command grab because like every time they do that little like pause, you actually are like, wait a second.
Yeah, he basically, because I've heard Jordan say time and time again that when an Ivy player doesn't really do command grabs at all, there's no real mid to be truly worried about. And so I'm curious to see how many times we're going to see Incendiate actually duck for the sake of blocking a low or trying to get away from something as opposed to just doing a wall rising. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like actually ducking for the sake of a defensive tool as opposed to just unleashing different kinds of moves. Six to say, 6 to say. Oh.
Arm break. Alright.
We got
I guess
two
you could just
regular grabs.
incorporate. Yeah, you could just incorporate regular grabs.
Haven't seen any meter usage yet.
Ugh.
Going into these resets, anytime that Rich tries to tech up in that situation, it could spell doom for him. I don't think that's dead yet. Ooh, he teched up that time. Interesting. I feel like Jordan's going to try to end it with a CE, but I might be wrong. Okay.
Alright, yeah, it doesn't finish the string completely and then just does
Yeah.
to it.
Alright, he is in fact making hay. 13 to 17 now. He still has a handful of characters he has to get through. But I really feel like this is the dam that's holding up the rest of this Iron Man.
I told you, man, taking that Astroth out I think was the most important thing for him to do. And,
Yeah, honestly, the only place that I could see Rich getting tripped up after this, after Ivy would be 2B.
It's possible for Xianghua, right? I think.
I feel like Shanghua's pretty good. Just as a basic game plan.
Okay.
Like, as long as you know what 2-2B does and 3B does, I think you'll be fine. That's really a character that you can really incorporate a lot. Okay. Okay, Incendiate. You're just really going wackadoo right now. Oh boy. You're gonna have to hit a lot more times. Gets a good punish. And there it is again. I think Richsticks has just realized what Christmas tree is. Or where it is. Good punish. Well, sort of a good punish.
Yeah. Should be holding that into the
Right.
stance if you're going to use it as a punish.
Or just do 3BB.
Or 3B is fine too, yeah.
Yeah, if you don't know what's going on. Ah, yes.
You deserve that so much, it's actually
get
insane.
punished. If Jordan ends up losing this, it will be due to his own folly, and that's it.
Yeah, I agree. letting him out of Ivy prison right now, I think would be the worst thing.
It would spell absolute doom for the whole Iron Man. That is the second back grab off of this full crouch 3K situation. Does he know what to do with Soul Charge? Yeah, he really felt like
so
he knew, and then he
scary
didn't know.
for just a moment.
Oh,
It
man,
looked
that's
like there was so much clarity, right? Like your question was about to be immediately answered with a resounding yes, and then it became a resounding no.
Yeah. Wow, a lot of weird stuff just happened. Nice block. Oh boy, tried to reverse ledge again, but yeah, that was a whole bunch of real weird stuff. Ended up taking Rich's meter. He gets it back, obviously. This Yoshi is looking... yeah. So I'm curious to see... Oh, no!
What?
Somebody has figured out command grab. Hey, has anybody here ever played Street Fighter? And then you can tell when an Akuma player has no idea how to do the Raging Demon because they wiggle around a bunch and then they do jab, 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 high kick, and it's pretty hilarious.
Oh no, it didn't work out.
It's very similar. He did die. Oh, did he find? Ooh, he found the combo at the very last hit because he got the hit, did a taunt, and then got it again and did the combo.
But yeah, I know what you mean. The Akuma thing where
Yeah.
you'll just see them standing there and it goes punch,
Jab-
punch, light
yeah,
kick, and
jab,
then
jab, light. Yeah.
yeah, you'll just see them standing there, just punch, punch, kick.
Yep.
Ishun Songeki.
It's always funny to me. Also, I can't do it, so I can't necessarily judge. But I also don't try to do it.
Yeah. The ones that are crazy to me are the players who, in neutral, the only thing you'll see come out is a single standing punch.
Yeah.
Those guys are scary.
Easily, you know, even though I've played against Incendiate quite a lot of times at this point, do you know 350Z? Larry, the Ivy player?
Yeah,
easily
I
the
love-
scariest command grabs from Ivy I've ever seen.
He has some of the best, like, IV command grab execution I've ever seen.
He will literally do it apropos of nothing. There is no buffer. He goes from standing there to command grab.
In a really short time, too.
Yes.
You know?
As a punishment to dashing forward.
And he's so good at landing the just frame on top of it.
And I don't know if you've seen Larry in person or seen his controller. It is
Yeah,
a
I've met him
Frankenstein's
multiple times in
monster
person.
of a controller. I don't know if he still uses it, but I tried playing on that once back in SC4. It legitimately hurt my hands after like one game. I don't understand how he uses that controller.
I don't remember his controller, to be honest.
Well, at that time, I don't know if he's changed it since then. What was that?
Did that taunt Tech Crouch?
It certainly looked like it did. Like, I can
Like,
tell
did
what
it,
you're
like-
talking about, but I don't think there was anything to tech crouch there. I think you just RI'd into taunt. I don't know. Very weird. Twice a day is gonna steal that taunt setup. I respect it. Yeah, you could probably... So you RI,
Should've gotten
and
the
you
just
know
music.
that the only way that your opponent can get out of your CE is with a re-RI. So to bait out the RI, you do a taunt and then CE. It's honestly not that bad of an idea. 15-17, still a lead, but that gap is closing. We now have Gro, Servi, Setsuka. In my opinion, probably the easiest stretch of characters in an Iron Man.
I think so, too. I think the right side of the random select button is just a blessing.
Yeah, I would say that the right side easier than the left. I would also say the top is easier than the bottom.
I'm trying to think about the left side character. They're not that bad. I mean, except for Hilda, really. Hilda is kind of an issue.
Yes, to say. Party Wolf is just in time. How many wins have we had? I think we're at game 7 for Ivy, which doesn't, like, if he gets out now, which I don't think he's going to be able to do, if he gets out now, it will be equivalent to the Boom and Party Wolf Ivy Jail. But
I
we're
would really
getting
like
there.
it if Jordan starts playing like Okaden's Wrath for his growth.
How's that?
1,000 break attacks become the blue lightning itself.
Sure. Does he know the combo? He does. Ooh, he knows like the follow-up to it too. Don't get wrung out. Oh, we have a grow? We have a grow, huh? I don't even know if this is Ivy Jail at this point. This is Ivy Prison, because you're not even
Yeah, this is
learning
Ivy
anything.
Prison now. It's 6 games straight.
But it's also like, you're not even like getting the opportunity to learn anything, because you're just getting overwhelmed. Do you have a combo here? Yeah, you have the combo, okay. I think I know what Rich should try to do.
Which is?
Spend Soul Charge and just figure out the moves that you can use in Soul Charge. And then, because Ivy can actually build meter pretty well with the combos that he does know with this character. So maybe that's the way to go and try to use it as like a meter monkey. Ends up getting his round. See, like, if he had used a bar at some point earlier on in that match, he would have built so much meter from those two combos.
That is true.
Nice punish. Soul attack? No, decides not to. Ooh, doesn't even get the punish on the 3BB. Ivy's AA is 12, right? Or is it
Yeah.
slower? Okay.
It's
Incendiate not even using Soul Charge.
I didn't want to admit it, but because of how tired I am, nice. Because of how tired I am, I really am just rooting for the person closest to winning. So
Oh
I'm
no.
very, very happy that
But
that
Rich has
Jordan
been the
is
person
rooting
who's the quickest to winning this entire time.
yeah, I know.
This is pretty tough for you. Alright, 16 to 17, we're closing that gap. Now it's Cervantes.
It is very difficult.
This means that we're probably going to go like pretty close to like the full distance. So what's the character that he's... so Servi he is going to have no problem with.
If I had to guess, I feel like he will be the most locked up on going down.
Yeah.
Is Mitsuri.
Hmm.
Mitsu is where I think Jordan might find his most difficult hardship in that like row on the bottom.
Why is that?
I feel like it's the one character that he has not practiced, not once ever.
Okay. With Haomaru, at the very least, you can do kind of an overwhelming kind of style that we had before, when Rich had to play Haomaru. So at the very least, there's that. Okay, we're playing super scrappy now. I think this is the way that you're going to have to play it. And just doing the combo, whether it hits or not. Classic Cervantes. Literally every Cervantes player in the entire world does that, even the ones that claim that they're good.
Does what?
Hmm?
You mean how he did like 3B into IGDR?
Yeah.
That wouldn't even have comboed even if he hit the 3B.
Right. So again, we're agreeing.
No, because you said doing the combo, even if it didn't hit.
Oh, you didn't see it. I was
it
doing
wasn't
air
the combo.
quotes when I said combo.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Thank you for saying that I'm right, even though, as far as you know, I totally lied.
You're welcome, dude.
Does he know the combo here? Sure. I would assume he would get stuck on Baldo if he gets that far. I guess that's true, but at that point, that's literally winning the Iron Man, so we're not necessarily counting that. Shades of Ender's J.
I'm really happy that he did that.
Yeah, credit where credit's due. We only know if it's a true Ender's J if he does K-Slide A to get over Ivy lows.
Yeah, pretty much
That's
like
when you
every
know.
IV move that isn't a high.
Yeah. Is that gonna...
Oh, is that
Nope.
actually? No, that's not.
It's a punish there. Tries to do the A6 and it doesn't work out. He's probably being like, well, what the hell? This move always works. Why isn't it working?
It does kind of always work though.
Yeah. Oh no, he could have gotten a ring out party. Well, if I... You know, something tells me he doesn't really know that. And that's going to be tough. Walking up and blocking, making him spend his bar. Okay. We do the combo that we know. Gets a back grab, which typically we
Hurts
only
a
see
lot
on the
and gives
wall
an
where
amazing Oki.
yeah, it does a ridiculous amount of damage. Having a tough time actually approaching. So Enders can grin if he ends up losing. Alright, 2 bars to probably, by the end of it, 2 bars.
Come on, Jordan. Remember, 2A plus B is like pretty much unpunishable. Well, significantly at least.
Oh, this is a huge deal now. This is not what I was expecting. I honestly feel like this might be the first time we'll see Cervantes lose a game in this Iron Man.
I think it might be the first time.
Yeah. Can't remember the last time I saw Geralt lose. Can't remember the last time I saw Servi lose. That's it.
Oh my
Never mind.
He died to the... That string has a 20 frame gap in between it. It's either 20 or 18.
We are now...
And so it's both steppable, blockable, and punishable.
It's blockable, punishable, able, mable. It's even a table.
It's everything you can do to like do something
You have
about
the
that string.
ability to do anything.
And he chose, I'm gonna hold guard for a little bit, then I'm gonna let go.
Yeah, I'm gonna choose the one thing that doesn't work, which is hesitation into defensive option. We are now officially tied. But again, I still feel like the dam is gonna break once this Ivy thing happens. This is officially, I think if,
You won't be able to, Zendo, because it's like a string gap, not like it's not like minus 20 and then there's a string follow-up like how some like stand stuff is.
Zendo making the big mistake of trying to describe what he can do against Cervantes to Ender's J. Setsuko with the full red rose, which I always forget what it does. Is that the one that helps out RE? I honestly can't remember. RE there. I assume it's just going to be another very similar situation of just trying to overwhelm his opponent every time. But I guess it's going to be with RE specifically.
Yeah, this round's looking pretty good for Rich though, and he gets it.
Does Setsuka get a boost because it's her stage?
No.
Were you there when we were playing SE2 and we saw a level that was similar to this, and we were like, wow, this level sucks compared to the SE2 level?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a shame.
It is a shame.
And that being said,
Stages
this is
in
one of the
SE6
better stages.
are definitely...
It's
Yeah,
like-
this is one of the better ones.
Yeah.
And it's still one of the weaker ones, like
Yeah.
across the entire series. It is a
Not-
really good stage though.
That's nope. We end up getting hit by it. Is he gonna be able to use the bar to try and get out of this situation? I assume a low?
Maybe.
Nah, I thought the same thing that Jordan thought. Pretty big deal. Again, I think the second that Rich gets off of Ivy, this is gonna be smooth sailing for him.
I agree. I think you have to make sure he stays locked in here.
Yeah, just tying it up isn't gonna be enough. You were successful at it, but 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, sure. Did you guys know that Setsuka actually can't count any higher than that? All amounts of anything is just increments of 5.
Huh.
Yeah.
So
So it's just
like she would describe 20 as 4
like
5s.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So on and so forth.
So it's 4 sequences of 5.
Yeah.
Is how she would say it.
Increments of, yeah. She would
So
count
like,
on
do
her
you
hands.
have change for a 4 sequence 5? Is
Yeah,
like how she
something
would
like
ask for, okay.
Though she probably wouldn't, considering the fact that I just described somebody who can't count to larger than 5, she probably wouldn't use the word sequence.
4 count 5.
4 count 5.
Yeah.
Do you have enough for 4 5s? Actually, something that I said.
Wait, Rich. Rich looks like he's escaping.
Is it gonna happen? Oh boy. That's a punish. Oh no. Incendiate.
Oh, is Rich gonna get out? Is Rich gonna get out?
But he knows. Oh wow,
out.
he's out. Ivy Jail officially escaped. I believe that is put on par with Boom and Party Wolf in terms of an Ivy Jail. That puts him up 1 game, but honestly, I now feel like that kind of spells doom for Incendiate.
Stage of history retold.
Astaroth is next, along with Sophie, his main, X, 2B, Amy, Nightmare, Zoth, Siegfried, and Cass. That's a rough bill to get through when you don't know some of the characters coming up. Now I have to look at some of the traps that Incendiate might fall into as time goes on. We've talked about Mitsu, Haomaru, Setsuka, obviously, because we've clearly seen doesn't have any combos. Though. Has the full combo with Astaroth already. Oh, Party Wolf comes up with a good thing. If I ever get enough subs for another emote, instead of having a specific character, like, in jail, I should just have a jailbreak emote for Iron Man's. For Iron Man. Irons Man.
Irons Man.
Yeah, I assume that's what it is. Hey, if I spend a bunch of points, can I just time out everyone in chat? Yeah, I think you could, right? If you had enough points. That's a lot of points. There's over 80 people in here.
80,000 points? That's pretty
Doable.
low amount, actually.
Yeah. Oh, I put it at 1,000, didn't I?
Yeah.
Well, wait, Anton, you have to tell me who it is. Unless you're
Well,
actually gonna do it. I guess.
If he's able to, that's 5.
Do me a favor and
6.
keep track. I'm gonna take a look at the match because that's what I was supposed to do.
All right, I'll watch this.
Yeah, and if he gets to 80 of them, then just let me know. And instead of timing everybody out, I will just anytime somebody talks, I will just immediately time them out. All right, guess the CE, but it looks like Incendiate is actually pulling this out.
Well, now everyone's redeeming their time.
Oh, wait, no, oh. But if somebody else is redeeming it, then that means Anton gets timed out, in which case he can't time out other people.
No, he can. He can still spend his points while timed out.
I'm looking at the rules, and it doesn't seem like that's true.
Cannot die until he does.
Catches the jump kick.
It's getting really hard to count this now.
Yeah, that's... I wasn't expecting you to have to do it for a whole bunch of people. So that's going to put it to 2 and 2. We'll see which person's able to pan this out.
Good. You're quiet now.
Let's settle this.
I believe that we're at about 40.
Wait a second. RTS Rangel did a timeout Lee thing. That doesn't count. Take that one out.
Okay, yeah.
You're just immediately timed out, Rangel.
How unfortunate.
All right. So we tie it up again.
Flower petals.
Oh, that didn't kill! I gave him the win already. That is not going to work, I don't think. Yeah, okay. Thank you for not making me a liar, Incendiate.
My blade. I am still not skilled.
Welcome to the stage of history retold. Astaroth. Got my sword and my song.
Well, okay, so what do I do? So, Carball just said we're at 70. So from his 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If we get 4 more,
7, 8, 9.
7 or 8. No, I think we need 2 more. 6, 7, 8. We need 2 more. 9 and 10. So,
Alright, I guess anyone who talks from here on out, you're timed out.
I put it in sub-only chat to make it easier for me.
How long does this last?
Sub-only chat?
No, the timeout thing that you have.
I mean, I assume until the end of the time.
Till the end of the stream?
I didn't say that. I said time.
like forever.
He gets the 3-beat.
Casino.
JJJ going to
Oh,
finals.
I just realized that this is a perfect ploy to get more subs. So now the only people who can talk are in sub-only mode. Ha ha ha! I'm gonna rake it in now. Casino, thanks for the sub.
I'm pretty sure subs get timed out too by
Yeah,
your thing,
and
right?
Carball timed him out, but he still had to. He in order to say that he was safe, he had to sub. Yeah, you see, Carball, or no, wait. Well, mods can't be timed out, but there we go. I'm gonna let the mods stay, because if I time them out, then they lose their mod ship, and I don't feel like dealing with all that. Michigosh.
Yeah. You gotta think of the mods as like your police, right? Like we're
Yeah.
enforcing your laws, but we don't. You know what I mean? Like you're not gonna.
They are the
Put us with
executive
everyone.
branch, I am the legislative branch. I create the laws, they're the ones that enforce them. Wow!
Yeah,
Got hit by a combo and then did CE. We're clear. The chat is just as wacky as the games that are going on screen. We are now 18 to 18. I didn't expect Astaroth to be a difficult one here.
I don't know how to feel about the fact that you know, I like that this Halmar versus Astaroth match took a backseat to your entire chat getting fucking timed out. Okay. I know, I believe you. I didn't
Guys, I
realize
muted
when-
my mic so that Enders and I could have a personal conversation because I was really upset with him about something, and now it's been totally hashed out.
Okay. Wait, what?
I mean, come on, this match is wacky. This match is wacky tobacco. Okay, we got Astaroth with the quintuple 2A. Who's next? Sophie? I think it's Sophie.
Yeah. It is Sophie.
Alright, so who... Okay. Haomaru, he probably has a Talum. Mitsu, you were talking about, would be the hard one. Geralt is easy as hell. Taki is another female, so probably relatively easy for him. Aswell is easy for anybody. Huang might be another difficult one.
Huang might be hard.
Raphael
remember
might be
Rich,
hard,
like,
but then
fucking
again,
around.
he plays Amy, so maybe...
I've seen him fuck around with Raphael before, so at least I know he has like some semblance of understanding. for the
Right.
character.
Yeah, might be a tough situation. Again, anytime Incendiate has to deal with a character that is relatively slow, he seems to have a much harder time. Probably why he likes female characters, because traditionally they are much faster. Alright, catching them with a lot of like the small pokes and setting up for things like 6B combos. Just going to raw Warriors focus. I honestly like this tactic. I've heard a lot of people say that it's online-y. I'd actually be surprised if that was the case. Like, if you do it in a situation where they don't expect it, I'd have to be convinced that that's the case. Because I kind of treat it like I do with AMS, where, like, I can go into... I've done it plenty of times before, online and offline. Just going into raw AMS is very much not an online tactic. It is something that you can do because it's fast enough. Oh, wow, what a hit. That is not going to hit. And it has a credible recovery. Actually, Haomaru has the easiest time punishing Sophie 2-2B, as in, I think it's wall rising B plus K. Catches it no matter what. Did you do a taunt into a grab? What a jerk. We're back to tied. Back and forth. Yeah. But again, Rich definitely has the easier pool of characters now.
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
Talum now. Probably has a Talum. Do you know?
Here I go.
Yeah, absolutely has the tower.
Okay.
Like, absolutely.
Battle 1. Fight.
Carbo, let's say I'll switch it out, and then you can release the timeouts when this match is over. Because at that point, somebody will have hit 20 wins, and the donation goal I have is set at $20 so far. So I think having triple 20 will be the way to go. Now, if we can have 4 20s, obviously that's the dream. But you know.
Battle 2. Fight.
A lot of little tiny stuff again. It always seems like Incendiate is much more comfortable when you've got like little small stuff going on over and over again.
Yeah, of course. I think that's always been like Jordan's a good thing is like just disrespecting anytime people try to take big frame advantage off small pokes.
And just overall thinking quickly. I find that he and I are very similar in that regard.
I too cannot afford to lose.
But that being said, it's still 1-on-1, though Incendiate does have a bar, so we can have like a random CE or go into Soul Shark nonsense. Boy, it looks like we won't even need it. The second hit caught when the other one's whiffed. That was crazy. I've never seen that before. Is that a ring? No. I wonder if that was a ring out off of a 2-2B, but I'm not sure. Getting a lot of hay out of these backdash into 3B situations. Again, gets another hit. Some of the timings that Rich has right now are pretty strong. Incendiate has meter, decides not to use it and win the round anyway. Oh, now we're matching a little bit too much. Well, that's not gonna work.
All right, surprisingly looking pretty good with Sophie right now.
If he had used a bar there, he would have ended up winning the round. I wonder if that might have been too greedy. Probably not, because we have such a huge health lead. GI, GI, GI.
Yeah, I think it was the right play not to use the bar there.
Well, we'll see. We will see.
Oof.
Yeah, that was
Looking
very,
a little
very
bit
scary.
Yeah, looking a little bit scary there.
All right, but 2 bars to 1.5. Probably undoubtedly 2 by the end. Guess that doesn't get the punish.
Oh God, Ramon got timed out.
Yeah, I mean, you know, things happen. It'll be over by the end of this round, though. Ooh. Now he's going to get to use Soul Attack. This is a pretty big deal. I definitely think that Incendiate should stop teching and then just activate. Okay, we'll just do a CE instead. Oh, wow. So many GIs happening. You can definitely tell that Sophie is on the screen. Almost has another bar, too.
Oh.
What do we get out of this? Nice weight on the ground. Okay, so it's probably going to be Soul Charge versus Soul Charge. And there it is.
Yep, I was about to say that's death right there.
All right, 20-19, very close stuff. Carball, any timeouts and everything that that you have before you can remove.
The stage of history retold.
I actually don't know how to do that. But okay, this was the character that you were talking about that he was probably going to have a hiccup on. How many points were spent? It had to have been like a little over
like
80,000.
80,000.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, like probably a little over 80,000.
Anton. Yeah, you got it. How did Rich get out of Ivy jail? He won a game with Ivy. It was against oh boy, who was it? Who did he win with Ivy against? Was it Setsuka? Yeah, it was Setsuka. It was Incendiate Setsuka. What was the point of sub-only mode? It was just significantly easier than just literally individually timing people out after 80,000 points were spent. It looks like Anton is still on a warpath. Yeah, overall,
Mitsu that I was talking about.
yeah, I feel like both these characters I think can work in the close up range and really do a lot of damage. One has better mix. Okay, gets the just frame and that's gonna kill.
Nice.
I actually don't know if that was gonna kill without the just frame in that situation. It's a pretty significant just frame, but yeah, definitely better mix up, more damage in the mix up department for Mitsurugi, but overall, the punish game from Sophie can be quite terrifying. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Incendiate has realized that Rich doesn't know what to do after 1KB on hit. Okay, so we've got the Mitsu Soul Charge now. We're just going with more lows. We really haven't been blocking them all that much. Soul attack? No, okay.
Bonk.
Man, it's so close. So it's gonna be 2 bars to 1. But Mitsu can literally kill in just 1 bar.
Bonk.
Like, it's not like pressure-based the way that Sophie's is.
Yeah.
Both players not respecting any modicum of frame advantage whatsoever. He teched again, I can't believe that. Alright. You really have to make hay out of this, and you didn't. Into taunt. Yeah, but that's it. No, it's not. Okay, there it is.
Yep.
20 to 20. This might go like the full distance. I'm trying to remember. Party Wolf versus Boom was the closest to going the distance. I think they were both on the last row of characters. It was Mina. Yeah, it was Mina versus Cass. That's how close they got. Alright, so Rich is on his main. So surely, at this point. Man, it'd be hilarious if
finally.
Incendiate ends up winning this. That is not the right post-GI combo, but it seemed to do its job.
Huh. It's actually not that bad at understanding kind of what to do for like Mitsuoki.
Yeah, it's just gonna be real tough. Just due to the comfortability difference.
Yeah.
Which has been the longest jail.
Oh my god, wait, this hurts so much.
Have to GI in that situation to beat that.
Yeah, the only
Rich's
option that went
Ivy
there was
jail,
yeah.
I believe, was they started at 9 to 17, and Incendiate took it to 18 to 17. So that would have been 9 games. Not the biggest jail that we've had, but I think the biggest Ivy jail we've had. Oh, doesn't get the combo. He didn't believe in it. He's looking for it. He needs to find the 6A plus B, not 2A plus B or 3B.
Okay. Gets another raw
No!
side to be lethal.
No, you need to do 8A plus B, not 9. Nice weight. Okay.
He is such a 6-6B player.
Yeah.
It's really funny.
Is he gonna get the second one? No.
He's dead.
And that's gonna do it. Man, we are just constantly going back and forth with these guys.
Unless you want to die, give it up.
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
Alright, now to X. This was the character that you were saying there was at least a relatively strong chance that Rich might get stuck.
Yeah, I feel like there's a chance he might get stuck.
I can respect that. But I just feel like 2-2B and 3B and grabs might be enough to win out the day. When it comes to, like, this uncomfortable of a character, he has a 2-2B combo. He's figuring out his moves. Ooh, he tried to mash after that?
Bonk.
Whew. You used to play Mitsu, didn't you?
Yeah, I still do.
What do you think of this matchup specifically?
I think that there are some parts of it that are really fucked up, like, against Mitsu's favor here. Part of that is the way that X kind of interacts with 1KB on hit when she has meter.
Right.
It's kind of disgusting.
I assume dealing with the CE is kind of a chore, too.
Yeah, I think dealing with the CE is, like, really rough. But, like, aside from that, I think Mitsu's backstep makes this matchup feel really good when you're not dealing with her CE.
Yeah, honestly, I don't really feel like we see a lot of backdashing from either player all that much.
No.
Oh, wow. Full crouch B. Ooh, doesn't get his punish. Trying to backstep it out. Now it's a game of, like, who gets the CE first. That's it. I lied! Or, I guess I didn't technically lie.
It's the only option that beats it.
Right. I guess I wasn't aware that it didn't activate the... or it didn't blow through the armor.
It does not.
Oh. 2-2B sucks, I keep talking about it. Is that it? Nope.
Definitely not.
He gets the Shura Blade. Expensive.
Very expensive at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, the Oki in and of itself. Okay, gets that. Ooh, just trying to backstep it out. It doesn't pan out.
It's so satisfying watching Jordan get hit by that. Just that slight pause. Fuck it, 3BC.
No, the best one for me would be 2-2B unblock into 2-2BC. Ooh, doesn't get his full combo. I wonder what happened. It's almost as if Rich heard me. Going for 2-2B unblock into 2-2B. Wow, whiffing the 1BB. And that's not going to do it because we dropped the combo. Oh,
and then he
we're
did.
going to go to
Yeah,
the
it's
last
minus
round.
12.
Last round,
man.
full meter. Sidestep 2B. Okay, I like this. I like going soul charge really quickly.
I do too.
I kind of wish that he would do your corners, but I doubt he knows the input for it. Oh, that could have been a CE.
Could have been, yeah.
He did it again.
Alright, soul charge is out.
Alright, there's all the meter.
Like, a response soul charge here would be such a good decision.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
wait.
just going to be a matter of,
Will
like...
Jordan do it? Jordan, are you gonna do it? No, he didn't do it.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
Oh, he did do the full. Oh, wow. All right, we continue with alternating wins, 21 to 21.
oh my god.
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
2B, Amy, Nightmare, Zaz, Sig, and Cass. Those are the characters that Rich has to deal with so far. A matchup we've seen plenty of times. I actually feel like Geralt has a tough time in this matchup. I think Geralt's ability to deal with I-10 characters is very limited.
Battle 1. Fight.
Cool. That's a solid punish. You see, the thing is that Geralt never really puts himself at higher than like +2, and so his ability to deal with an I-10 when the character is up in his face is basically just either hard reading it with something like a 4B or just a duck.
Alright, a little bit hard to step there, I guess.
Nice.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's the Geralt. You run up and then just 6BB hits her.
Yeah. If the idea is that, because we were talking about when we saw Geralt last time, is that one of the solid ways of trying to exude pressure in that situation is to go with the grabs, right? But if you have somebody who's just constantly doing what Rich is doing, which is just constantly going for full crouch kind of stuff, I definitely feel like that's a much better way of going about it.
They're just trading small pokes, which is to be expected from this matchup.
Yeah.
It's just none of them is able to find the way to, like, actually get pressure on the other one this round.
Which, for Geralt, I would say is totally fine.
Watch over me, mother. You
Yeah, I would say that's probably,
stop me.
like, okay. Although I do think that, like, Jordan's best play style does lend himself to, like, actually pressuring his opponent.
Yeah, it's going to be a matter of whether he can adapt to the situation at hand. I would say on paper, it's totally okay for Geralt not necessarily to get any momentum and just to play it defensively.
Yeah, agreed. Wow, that was a really good grab.
Yeah.
That was like,
It's like a run-up
actually,
grab, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, it doesn't get the CE combo. Okay, so we get the first... I think the first soul charge we've had so far this game. And that's it.
Yep, goodbye.
But
Pretty
still,
much handed that one,
nobody has gotten out of this alternating wins situation that we've got going on right now. Which is kind of surprising. I think we were both saying that once Ivy was done, Rich was going to have an easy time just blowing through the rest of the characters that were available to him.
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
But now he has to deal with 2B. I have no idea what his ability to play 2B is like.
I didn't say anything yet.
Battle 1. Fight.
Alright. Richsticks with 2B. I'm pretty sure this is the character Rich might hate most in the game, which, you know, not that surprising. So I like to see how people play characters they hate the most.
Why is that?
Because everyone plays them like a fucking asshole.
Yeah. I feel like that's the case for the majority of any time somebody picks up a character that isn't just straight up their main. Oh, nice use of meter there. I like that. Just to solidify the win. Well, I'm pretty sure the AA could still catch there, but I might be wrong.
Okay. Rich is really good. I'm pretty sure that's like a reaction regi that he does there against characters like Geralt,
wow.
Survey, where he reacts to like if your post GI option is between guard break and slow startup move, he tries to react to the slow
Which
startup
6
attack.
People's K would fall into in that situation, because I think it's like I-30 something.
Yeah. Well, no, it's I-28 exactly, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Alright, gets him with the side grab, does a lot of damage.
Executing support program.
Alright, 2B Soul Charge, we all know what this is about.
But that being said, Geralt obviously has more counterplay than most other characters. But I guess it doesn't matter if it's just constantly in HP. There it is. Do we know the combo? Okay, we know a combo. A lot of GIs going on in the last portions of this set, I swear. Wow, why didn't that happen? What happened?
I don't know. Robbery!
That was very weird. Alright, ends up getting it
dead.
anyway. It's important to note that I believe he just glowed green, so he gets the 1B lethal hit. That was really weird. Why didn't that wall splat happen?
I don't know.
Like, she
Those
even
kind of like
angled that
spiral
way.
ones are usually the ones that can be the most like deceptive, I think.
I mean, yeah, I guess. I wonder if Incendiate knows how the 1B lethal hit works.
Yeah, he does.
Okay. Oh boy. Ended up spending his meter. I kind of wish that he had just kept it for the CE. Wow. Just immediately 1A. I like it. Oh, 2B.
Alright. Full bar for Geralt here, which is nice. You get to throw out a lot of 6BBs and still have your 1B into super confirm ready.
Not to mention the lethal hit is ratcheted up. Though, that being said, I don't think he's even used the move, at all. So he may not be, he may be unaware of its existence. Ooh, decided to use the bar right as the soul charge was about to leave. I like that.
Yep.
Now he has this, an additional bar.
Ooh. Tech
Still have
crouch
that
right
bar,
there.
though.
Alright, just don't use the
Oh, if only he had just done it again. If he had just kept
if only
with
he
it.
just did Ard one more time, that would have been enough for Jordan.
For the first time since the Ivy Jail, I believe we've broken through alternating wins. And this is, I believe, somebody mentioned it in the chat, that is the first time that we've had a situation where Geralt has lost a significant amount of games, like any more than just one. I actually think that that's the first time we've seen Geralt lose any games at all.
It might be. Oh shit, the Richsticks Amy. Have you seen this before?
I have. But
Thoughts?
only in passing, when we were in a Discord where... No, never mind, that was your Amy. My mistake.
Good times.
Now that being said, I think this matchup, before the latest patch, was the easiest matchup for Amy, the hardest matchup for Geralt. Since the latest patch, maybe it's changed a bit, though I doubt that's going to matter here, in this house.
You think the 4A nerf was significant enough to change it for the Geralt matchup? Was
I
like, an
know that
important
it's
move
enough
against
to
him?
where Geralt could catch 4AA on hit into backstep with 6BB.
Okay, that's pretty significant.
Yeah. But overall, if we're actually going to talk about the Amy matchups and everything, I don't know anything about Amy matchups anymore. I wouldn't feel comfortable enough to say. Well, he got red pretty quickly. Yeah, the 6BB will catch backdash, not side step.
Yeah. Backside.
But that being said, still a pretty difficult thing for Geralt to try and handle. Because, well, obviously 4AA is pretty difficult. You don't necessarily get a lot of damage out of it. But then also, if he starts doing stuff like AAA, now that he has red, I mean, it's just... Geralt is a character that's all about neutral, and once red happens, you're dealing with a character that is faster than you and also is better at neutral. Oh, had the ring out there, but doesn't end up getting it. Doesn't get the punish either. I'm surprised by that. There, it's unfortunate that he just realized the 1B when he had the 1B lethal hit last game and he didn't use it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have a combo. Okay, great.
Let's finish this.
Yeah, this is really difficult for Geralt, but he ends up getting the round. Okay.
One night awaits us all. Let's finish this. Here.
Oh, nice.
Let's finish this.
He's got 2 bars. I'm curious to see how he pans this out. Yeah, Incendiate's just gonna get jabbed to death. Nice, well, sort of nice punish, but still. Be hilarious if he ends up getting... Yeah, he's going for the 1AB lethal hit for the 2 bars. Oh, I thought he had it. Oh, man.
Yeah, I thought he did too.
I thought for sure. And that was it. You could have gotten a ring out of that. That's hilarious. Dude, is
Oh wait,
really
this
gonna do
could still go his way.
No, that's it.
No, he's good.
Right.
For one to gain.
Alright, getting past Amy. Gets to move on.
Alright, 24 to 21. How many characters does Rich have left? 4?
Okay, so I think it might actually be a larger number than I thought. It's
He has 4 characters left.
4, so it's 28. 28 is the roster, so it was the first to 28.
Alright, Nightmare versus Geralt. Trying to remember the last time I saw this matchup. Ooh, got the back grab.
Yep, got the back grab, lots of damage. And pretty good Oki.
Oh, no duck on that. I'm trying to remember. I still don't think this is the closest Iron Man we've had. I believe Boom and Party Wolf were still closer than this, but this is getting there. We're really coming to the tip of everything. Wow, that retract. Oh yeah, 1AA. Definitely want to go with that. 1AA and 3B will beat the Nightmare armor, and will be safe to Nightmare on block.
Alright, gets just a fat chunk of meter here. People gotta remember that when you're Nightmare, it's okay to use meter to just soul charge and close out a round right here, you know?
Yeah, Nightmare and Astaroth.
Like it's fine. Because you just get it so quickly.
Right. Yeah, I definitely agree. Using meter aggressively, I definitely think is an underrated tactic overall in Soul Calibur. That was a very awkward way of winning a round. and especially using meter now, just simply because you don't want Geralt to have the lethal hit, and you're not. The second that you have 2 bars, you're not building any more meter, right? So you're effectively wasting a resource. He keeps searching for that lethal hit too. Is Rich just like straight up not aware that that's a lethal hit condition? Because it seems like he's putting himself in unnecessary danger. Oh wow. And he got the 1B lethal hit off of that too. Now that I think about it, I guess the main reason why he's worried about Soul Charge is just using Soul Charge against Geralt is relatively scary. And especially if you're not comfortable with the character, maybe that's the problem. It's going to do a huge amount of damage here. Does he actually get the combo? Okay, he does. So Jordan gets out of a small mini Geralt jail, which is definitely not something that I expected. It's kind of weird to see Incendiate have such a hard time with a handful of characters that nobody else so far has had problems with. Cassandra and Geralt.
Very true. But, you know, he's out of there now. And definitely, I feel like Taki might be a character he could find his way out of. But we'll have the same.
Oh, interesting. Because he can't. I guess the idea is that because he doesn't feel comfortable doing AGA, he's gonna do 3B instead.
Again, I don't feel like 3B and AGA is in the same phase. Okay, gets 2A to close out the round. I think Nightmare 2A is
Oh yeah, 2A and 1K
severely
against
underrated.
a smaller range character like this.
Yeah, and Nightmare's 2A I think is like really like much better than people give it credit for.
Which is kind of weird because we don't normally see Nightmare get underplayed like that.
Oh yeah, trying to match against 6-6 A plus B with Nightmare is not the path.
Ooh, fantastically timed 3B.
Pockets end on block.
Yeah. I really wish that was the name of the move.
It would be really good. Taki does have a lot of cool move names though.
Yeah, they're not normally sand related though.
Yeah, very much unlike her design and personality. One of her moves is called the gunpowder plot. I think that's really cool.
He just ran into it.
I was saving this. Ninja cannon. Going for the kill. Come, it's over.
Oh
Wow, that was so
my
much
god,
damage.
that hurt a lot.
It all depends on who wins this though.
Oh,
And
well,
Taki wins.
yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Man, are we still going back and forth with these two? They're literally going to take this down to the very last game. We're going to see the first time, I bet we're going to see for the first time, Cassandra versus Valdo, and then the last match is Cassandra versus Valdo. Aswell's going to be tough for Nightmare to beat.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
Battle 1. Fight.
Alright, starting off strong, just immediately getting his grab to connect, and... Oh, okay.
Interesting that you went with 2A. That was actually probably a much better choice than I think even he expected. Oh, okay, I get the idea. Is that Rich is probably a little bit more aware of how to abuse and take advantage of AXL's weaknesses than maybe Incendiate was on the other side of things. So I guess he's just going to go out of his way to try and match a whole bunch of stuff. A little bit difficult with Nightmare, but definitely got a lot of guard damage out of it. And that's it. Shades of Hyrule Hero Joe.
That was a very Joe sword toss.
Yeah.
I like the way Jordan does the axe mix-up because it's always prefaced with like a billion sidesteps.
Yeah. A billion of like the worst sidestep in the game.
Yeah.
So it's not even getting out of anything. I was gonna say that's probably not gonna wall hit, but it doesn't matter. Oh, very good. Realizing that Nightmare can't punish the pinwheel. Oh man, keeps trying to go for that
much better
axe.
to just go for a mix-up there. Oh, dying without getting your guard broken in this situation sucks.
Yeah, and not using your meter is as well. Ooh, just enough space.
Alright. Oh, he's a single hit away from being broken here.
Oh, fantastic reversal edge. I feel like Nightmare should spend bar as well. Yeah. Even if it's just to weather the storm of like the last portion of this AXL Soul Charge. Oh, I was gonna say, and that's gonna be it, but you had to block it first. So how many characters? That's Siegfried and Cass?
Zasalamel, Siegfried, and
Oh, and
Cassandra.
Zas, yeah.
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
I think Rich's Zasalamel might be capable of beating this as well.
It is time.
Why is that?
Because he played a lot of Zasalamel.
I guess that is true, yeah, you're right. One of the portions of Rich's career that I forget.
Mm-hmm.
Certainly on a stage like this. Nice block. Trying to go for a lot of wall rising stuff, it looks like. Well, it doesn't actually look like he's having that easy of a time at all.
For now.
You only
Then
have so
again,
much time left.
you might not realize how badly I want to go to bed.
Who comes after Aswell? Is that Huang? Huang was another
yeah,
character that
it's
we were
Huang.
saying was going to be a tough one for him to potentially get through. I wonder if Incendiate's going to realize that every time that he's thrown swords, it's been nothing but trouble for him. Oh, this is actually a character that gets a pretty good punish on the pinwheel as opposed to Nightmare. Without the weapon, went into B6. That was an interesting choice. Alright, looks like he's just trying to get the, yeah, he ends up getting the guard break now. So it's 2 bars to 2 bars for the very last round. Oh boy. Every time he's used... Oh wow. I guess it was a fantastic setup to get the AXL instead. Still another bar for Aswell, though. Making him block a lot of stuff, but you're probably not going to get another guard crush at this point. Oh! Does he know the combo?
Oh,
He does get the ring
he
out.
does.
Wow. Another character that Jordan is getting slightly stuck on is Aswell. Blows my mind. Geralt, Cassandra, and Aswell. Not gonna have the same reverse ringouts as we had with Azaz. You would think at some point the ability for Aswell Mix is just gonna overwhelm Rich at some point, but not so far. Not getting the optimal punish, but I definitely appreciate that rather than getting no punish at all.
Yeah, I much rather appreciate someone just knowing their limits here.
Yeah.
And just going, I'm not gonna RCC AGA this.
Which was one of the main problems that Incendiate was having in the beginning of the set.
Yeah. Very much wanting to be optimal,
I wonder if that was supposed to be a grab. Or if that was supposed to be something else. Got caught out of wall rising beat twice and decided to do it again. Yeah, going for the aggressive meter usage here I definitely think is the way to go. Yeah. You know, Aswell meter is so important and so incredibly strong that he definitely wants to just try and secure the round, kind of like destroy the amount of meter that Rich could potentially use. And Rich is having an impossible time trying to catch any mix-up here at all. Alright, solid CE. He gets his stacks, I guess. So after Aswell is gonna be Huang. Probably a character he's never played before.
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
yeah, Huang, Huang is not a character I would imagine Jordan knows much about.
Let's see, what would he know about? He would know 1A, he would know 4AA. The stuff that he might remember Rich doing from before. Typically speaking, like, one of the first things that I was always thinking is that, like, if you don't know how Huang works, that you're gonna end up putting yourself in, like, negative karma really quickly. But the thing is that if you don't know the moves that cost talismans in the first place, then I guess you don't really have to worry about it all that much. Wow, the SE5.
Oh, okay.
Boy, that was
not an IAGA, but an AGA nonetheless.
Doesn't want to get reverse rung out. Runs into one of the hits there. Ooh, going for things like 6-6A as well, huh? I wonder if he actually means to do these. Or does he mean to try and do 6A instead? Oh, doesn't get his punish. Yeah, Rich might be trying to lean too heavily on the tracking ability of Wall Rising B. Well, Vesper, I don't know if that's true, because there are some things that Huang has that are just universally strong. I don't know if you need to know Huang all that much to know that, like, his 3B is particularly good, or, like, his 1B is particularly good. You won't necessarily need to know any combos or anything like that in the first place either. But you can definitely tell that he doesn't have any understanding or experience of Huang because he's not using talismans whatsoever. Rich, using Sig CE like you would Maxi CE. They're basically the same thing, except one gives you stacks.
Oof.
Oh man, that was so much damage.
Yeah, it was.
Oh no.
Oh, he's
And-
getting schmixed. Oh, okay.
Oh, he's gonna get so many talismans here. Can you get more than 9 talismans? No, you can't. I was gonna say, I've never seen somebody go so high up in the positive before. Normally at this point you're looking at a Huang in -9, let alone positive 9. Oh man, he's trying so hard to get the CE. Is that gonna be it? 1B? Yep. He gets through Huang pretty quickly. I'm almost convinced now that these guys are gonna go to full distance.
Yeah, I'm starting to feel that way too. Much to my chagrin.
Yeah.
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
Yeah, because Mina's going to be relatively easy. Raphael, you said that he's toyed with a bit, but then he's going to have to deal with Valdo. So yeah, I feel like the smart money is on that.
Oh my god, my friend is calling me. Like, repeatedly. That's so annoying.
Well, if you need to do something, I don't mean to beholden you. It's a little bit, this is a little bit longer of a stream than I typically have, so.
No, I would not answer this phone call generally if I'm doing something, like almost all the time.
Did you get a ring
It's
on
one
here?
of those, like, once I answer the phone, I'm gone for like an hour and a half, and
Right.
I'm just too tired for this.
Yeah. Oh, I don't think he was expecting there to be a wall hit there, seeing as how the wall was literally invisible. Is this the additional hiccup that Incendiate needed? Is that Rich's Siegfried is a little bit too straightforward to actually do any damage?
It might.
Because it seems like what he's trying to do is really just kind of rely on Wall Rising B to do the majority of the work for him. Oh, of course you dropped the combo.
God, his guard gauge is just gone.
Yeah, I wonder if he's gonna try and spend this extra round. I wonder if Incendiate's gonna try to spend the bonus round to try and just do additional guard gauge damage.
I think just winning it would be enough at this point. Just get even up on rounds. Like if you want to do some guard gauge damage, like I guess go ahead.
And there it is.
But just yeah. Although I think he lives this.
He's in yellow. This normally does a pretty good amount of damage. Yeah, okay.
Learned your lesson.
Yeah.
And we're
I'm
fully
so
tied up
upset.
again at 26 to 26.
My God, this makes me so unhappy.
Does this mean?
But then
that this
again, I
is
could
the
root for Jordan again, so
closest-
that's nice.
I think this makes this officially the closest Iron Man that we've had.
It is actually.
Yeah,
the
now it is.
Battle 1. Fight. Let us begin.
And you said that he has toyed around with Raphael a little bit. Kind of, Incendiate kind of like went out of his way to ensure that Rich would have the ring out there.
It's over. The abyss bleed. Ready?
Okay.
Back off. Back off. Let us begin. Let us begin. Ready? Enough playing around. Fight. Let us begin.
So Rich doing significantly better than I had expected in this matchup for a character that Incendiate kind of knows.
True. I mean, okay, so, like, he has the execution, but I mean, like, execution on a character, if that's, like, the only thing you know how to do, is not, you know, it won't take you anywhere, right? So you really need to know how to play the actual, like, character.
Oh boy. Alright, this means it's Cassandra versus Raphael.
Also, I'm like, in a fugue state when it comes to my exhaustion right now.
Yeah,
I am so sorry.
I feel like you, due to your state of mind, you may not have picked up that I was trying to give you an out due to the fact that you talked about your friend calling you. I meant to say that, like, this is not something that you're getting paid for. This is not something that I am beholding you to. This is about an hour
I'm at
more.
26. At this point, I need to see it through. even if it's.
I mean,
even
it
if
is
it's
only
just
2
this.
more games at best, or at most.
Alright, I have to see it through. I have to.
This kind of reminds me of situations where, like, I'll be playing ranked with somebody, and I really want to rank them down, or I really want to rank up, and I get so close, but then I lose one, so I have to, like, win another one, and then it's so itsy-bitsy spider kind of thing, where it's, like, up 1, down 2, up 3, down 2, like, stuff like that, where it's just, like, it increases your anxiety because you keep thinking that all you need is just this, like, one extra little pip, and it just never
I'm not
happens.
gonna lie. When Rich beat him with Ivy, I was so sad.
I know, right? Oh! I saw
Yeah.
what you mean.
Yeah, I was like, man, I was really hoping
I
he was
think
gonna,
we
like,
were all
run through.
expecting that, like, the top that Rich was just gonna blow through the rest of the characters that he's needed, and that has been the case in other situations, but not so far in this one. They seem, when it comes to, I don't know, quote unquote normal characters, they seem to have a lack of understanding of each other's timing to the point where, like, they go pretty even with a variety of different characters. Much more than I would have expected, and Incendiate had a handful of hiccups with other characters that I was not expecting. Aswell, Geralt, stuff like that.
Oof. Man, I guess for both these players, Cassandra just seems to be a character that they're
Having a tough time with.
yeah.
This is insane. This might be the Iron Man to end all Iron Mans. Iron's Man.
Irons and Man. Yeah, I think this is actually the closest Iron Man we've ever had.
Oh, well, now it's not possible, yeah, because I remember that one of the characters in the last match of Boom versus Party Wolf was Sung Mina. So, and obviously both of them have gotten farther than Sung Mina at this point.
Bleed.
And it looks like it's literally going to come down to the last match. I mean, Rich can still pull it out. Or you could potentially use this time to figure out how he's going to try and beat Voldo.
You know, at this point, when it gets this close, I imagine if this started in an unserious way for either of them where they didn't care about who won, I can only imagine that they care so fucking much about
Yeah, at this point, sure. I feel like Rich was very much about an Iron Man competition ever since we started doing these on the Iowa server. I wasn't expecting it to be, you know, that big. But it definitely seemed like anytime I talked with Rich when we finally was like, yeah, I'll get you on this thing, do you want to do a first to 10 or something? He would always mention an Iron Man, like, every time. And it got me the impression that Rich wanted to do an Iron Man really badly. We had set up an Iron Man before and it didn't necessarily work out. And so I wonder if this is what he thought was in store for him. I guess is what I mean to say. We're literally, there cannot be more matches than this. This is Incendiate versus Rich. Voldo versus Cassandra. We started with Voldo versus Cassandra. Marginal is correct. Iron Man 2 was really bad. It soured my taste for the Marvel series just in general. That's the kind of combo we're working with, huh? Ugh, I don't know.
Yeah, no, he does not know how to play Voldo.
Yeah. Ian saying, imagine there's a double KO here. Which, boy howdy. At that point, we might as well just say, yeah, it was a tie.
No. If they double KO, they have to swap to the opposite end of the characters. So
Sure.
one of them has to go back to Cassandra, and the other one has to go back to Voldo.
That makes a lot of sense. That definitely won't take me a million years to explain to them in the Discord.
I think that would be the most true sense of what an Iron Man is, though, right?
Yeah. You're right. God, this is gonna come down to the last round, isn't it? Oh.
Oh, he tried to do it to him!
Yeah,
tried to do it to him!
that was a bit different than the other time. The other time...
Call back to 3 hours
Yeah,
ago.
the other time Incendiate was pressuring him with Cassandra. He was in the middle of, like, attacking and stuff. It wasn't, I gotta grab as Voldo, now I'm gonna do a CE. What? Okay. Oh, doesn't get his AA punish. Chasing him down, trying to make sure that that soul charge doesn't get any use. Looks like he was successful. God, it's because we saw this match before, I'm forgetting which character is which. Or which player is which.
Oh,
and that's how it ends?
What a anti-climatic end to this.
That's hilarious. Alright, for the sake of Enders and for a lot of other people, I'm going to make this very, very quick. Thanks very much to our players for doing the longest Iron Man that we've had.